Yeah. Welcome to the show, of course, Coffee and Kush TV. Welcome to the program. If you're not here, I don't know where you are. Shout out to the people who are at the correct tier. Thank them for supporting this class and everything that we do over here, including Cavro Radio, which starts Monday morning. And it's a blessing. I will be sending out the link to that and begin to listen to the morning vibes before class. Instead of just hanging out, why not just make a radio show and have live call in? So why not? I'm enjoying the progress of the show. I enjoy the support of those who support the broadcast. I'm no longer waiting on no niggas to hurry up and speak. I'm telling you, watch me if you want to. And just look, I got a message 5 minutes ago. Press one. I got a message 5 minutes ago. Kev, put me in the class. Put me in the advanced class. Press what? Let me see what I got here. Let me see. Let me see if it's on. They say put me in the advanced class, Kev. They sending me DMs. I tell my class, the ones at the right place at the right time, bro. DM me for the next class. I didn't say students and people from all over the place, not at the correct tier. DM me about nothing. I didn't say that. And what I learned about the democratic mindset, they don't follow directions very easily and clear. I mean, you can speak clear English. Advanced class, research team, my personal, SS guard. Press what? Not you who ain't did no homework all year. Press one. Not you sitting back watching Kev Gill. Oh, I got a message to say. Oh, we can do it now. I said, sir, because at the top of the name it say how much they tier on Patreon. I say, sir, you ain't even at the right tier. You ain't did no homework. I don't know who you are. You have not came into class one time, but all of a sudden you want to be at the correct tier. You want to be in advanced class. No, sir. You got a lot of making up to do. You can't be in that class. No, you're going to fuck it up. You know what you're going to do? The same thing you did on Patreon. The same thing. You're going to sit right there and watch all the information come, and you're going to sit right there and pretend. This ain't pretend class at all. This ain't pretend. This ain't the hangout spot. This is where Kev chill and gets the information that he needs to produce these shows. Kind of like a media outlet. Like the producers and shit. Not just, oh yeah, you just want to hang out. No, sir. That is not with $10 at my Patreon. I said that's support. It's just support, bro. You are not a part of that mindset, especially when you can't even speak. How you gonna do anything? You gonna make me look bad. Press one. You're gonna be Kev wrote this and Kev wrote that. I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for the people who are born to study. That you don't gotta ask. There's no reason to ask because they already mentally been here long enough to know Kev is moving. I'm moving. He walking. I'm walking. Nigga, this shit crazy, but I'm going with him. I'm not looking for, oh, let me hurry up. Oh, and make the correct tier and then message Kev, it's time to take over. No, nigga. I been took over. Mm-mm. You just go right there to the correct tier and come to class. Not we about to take over nothing. You got a lot to learn. Press one. Nah. You got a lot to learn. I'm not finna lie to you. I'm not on the men's team anymore. Press one.
Not like
Nah, bro. I don't
Not like
believe you.
this.
Nah. I don't believe it. 424. I tell you what, Captain. I tell you what, Captain and Taj, call it in. Look at all these people. Call it in. And show me you want to be on camera. Show me. Press one. 424-2099. I love the beginning of class. 9506. You ready for advanced class? Come on. Call it in. I'm taking notes right now. Let me see. Let me see. I like this part. Come on, Captain. Who else is this in my messages? Taj. Come on, tell me. Tell me. Press one. I'm not looking for no more links in my at all. Human being discovered doing it. Listen, I'm not looking for that, Taj. Let's see. The problem with Taj is Taj like to see what Kev thinking and then scrummage up a bunch of information. That's not happening. You gotta call this in. Make it work for me. Hit the hit the like button and subscribe. Hold on, Taj. Hold on, because you're gonna be the forefront of this movement here. Y'all gotta come with it. Hit that like button and subscribe. Taj, are you there? No? No, he's not there? Oh, wait. He come back. He come back. Hold up, I got you. I got you. Let's see if he deserves to be in the class. Taj, what's up? You on the air? What up?
Dang, I was just calling in a little bit of homework that I did.
Homework for what?
Yesterday.
I'm not looking for no homework.
What?
I'm looking for my student who it was
Yay.
in my damn emails. What's his name? Captain. Talking about, oh, I'm this one and that one. No, you're not about to get up in my advanced class with no homework whatsoever. I got a big, huge program today. But this right here
Understood. I'm looking forward to it.
why this student of mine say he say he needs to be in my class. That's what I'm looking for, Captain. But you're here. So Taj also said he want where are you fellas at? Go ahead, Taj. Tell us about the class.
All right. Without in my studies, what I came across, I went into the 1828 and I looked up the other side of what Ali had. Ali said blast. I looked up furnace, and the third definition of that is a grievous affliction by which men are tried, and it referred me to Ezekiel 22, and it lines up with everything you've been,
I don't know
you
what
and
you mean.
B
I don't know
especially
what you're
been
saying,
expressing.
sir. It referred you to Ezekiel 22. I have no idea what you're saying, sir. Go ahead.
I'm gonna read then. I'm gonna take it to Ezekiel 22.
Come on.
I'm gonna start at 15. And I will scatter thee among the heathen and disperse thee in the countries, and will consume thy filthiness out of thee. And thou shalt take thine inheritance in thyself in the sight of the heathen, and thou shalt know I am the Lord. And the word of God came unto me, saying, Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become dross. So I didn't know what dross meant. So I ended up going back into the 1828 and looking up the definition of dross. And dross is the recrement or the desputation of metals, the scum or extraneous matter of metals thrown off in the process of melting. The second definition, rust, crust of metals, incrustation formed on the metals by oxidation. Third definition, waste matter, refuse, any worthless matter separated from the better part, impure matter. The world's glory is but dross, unclean. So everything, how I took that is pretty much everything that the world has to offer is impure and has to be, it has to go through a refining process. And in particular, what he's speaking about, what's being said right there is the people have to be refined to be, you know what I mean? So they're worthy to be in the presence of the Lord. You know what I mean? As he comes and takes his rightful place, because he's
Sir. You see Forrest Glory in there. She said, you said this shit before.
it's where we at. Where we at right now. I never said this. I never said anything about Ezekiel 22, and it was actually the first time I actually read Ezekiel 22. And again, I was referred there by 1828.
So class is titled "The Underground Railroad: The Rising of Chicago, Necropolis in
I got
America."
some information about that. I got some information as far as that goes, and that's what I had sent you. It was, it was a you know, the uncovered bones that's all on the Gold Coast
We
in
got that.
Chicago, that
We got
shopping
that
district.
already.
Where,
We got that already.
uh,
The
cool,
women, the
cool
women of
deal, cool
Wakanda, the
deal.
women of Wakanda, they did all that already. They got it already. That's why I
That's
titled it
solid.
this.
That
They
means
did
that.
all that homework. That's the women crew. The women, look, let me show you how this works. The women have the same thing we got. I say this stuff on the show. Everything that I'm bringing up
Mhm.
right now on the show, the women did the research on it. So the men doubling
So I
back
don't.
saying, am, I know something about that. It's not about to add up to what the women already on. See, I let the fellas go because the women been on this for a long time. And the fellas are just fooling around like Captain in my damn
Well,
Patreon.
I got some.
He want to be on the team. You feel me? Like Captain ass. He want to be a
No, understood.
yeah, he want to be a part of the role, but he ain't doing no homework. The women
Check this,
literally
okay?
have brought all of the research when it comes to the bone, the lifting of the cities, the underground railroad, Ezekiel, the burning, necropolis, the trains with the bodies on them. Oh, they bringing the fire. They bringing it. They not
Yeah,
bringing.
they're doing a great job.
They not doing. You don't know what they've done. I'm the host. I'm doing a great job. They fucking are. You don't even seen them yet. They're destructive. They're destroying things. You talk about they doing a good job. I'm looking for the fellas that's gonna do the good job.
Yeah, and that's where I was gonna go to. Hopefully, what I have to say, you know what I mean, will apply and be understood, and it comes through clearly.
Go ahead.
Um,
Hopefully you can speak for a captain because he's afraid to call in. Go ahead. You got to
there you
speak.
go.
You can speaking for the
So,
fellas because they're afraid. Go ahead.
all right. So, what I've been with the research I've been going to, where it's been taking me is it's like you played that video about 2 shows ago about like Mother Jones and that plaque that B had found, and
Huh?
it was talking about like the Till Group. It was talking about the Till Group, which was like the parent company of the Pinkertons. Like the Till Group was mentioned, and these investigators or infiltrators were put into like the labor unions and stuff like that when they were like how I took that based off like the conversations you and B was having. They was infiltrating these people and they were getting. I, I, I was saying all that to say this: the Till Group is the Committee of Safety.
Huh?
The Committee of Safety ties back.
Sir,
The Committee of
I
the
have no
Committee of
idea
Safety
what
ties
what
back
you're
to.
talking about, sir. This is not even on the program today. I have no idea,
Well,
sir. I'm
you
sorry.
had brought up
I have
you
no
had
idea.
a picture of the French of the catacombs that's over in France
When?
on the screen right now, right?
No, that was in the
Well,
thumbnail.
I'm talking about it on the thumbnail,
Yes.
and that's how I was going to tie it in
Well, what?
because the reign of terror
Uh huh.
during the reign of terror during the French Revolution, that's when the Committee of Safety, and that's why I was going to tie it in with the Till Group and everybody. That's when they took over. Basically, they like
I'm,
OSHA.
I'm finna make
They like
class
the
fun. Them
OSHA
motherfuckers.
people.
Huh? They like the what?
They like OSHA. They like the labor unions. They are the people that were brought in for what was being said on that one train video. They said one of the things that they didn't address was workers' rights. It was at the end of that first train video that you had dropped in the Patreon, and they were talking about like workers' rights. So I just, maybe I seen it wrong. Maybe I'm going a direction I do not want to
No,
mislead or misguide the crowd.
no,
So
no, no, the students are here. The students. I want to see who gonna stay. Where the students at? And see where people's minds at. Because we do have a title. We do. I didn't understand nothing you just said, bro. I can't even keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Understood.
I can't. I don't know. That's not. I don't know.
I didn't have an opportunity to call yesterday, and I really wanted to read that Ezekiel 22 yesterday. And again, it doesn't apply. So you are 100% correct, sir.
What am I correct about? I'm trying to understand. What the fuck did I say that was correct? What you mean?
As far as what I DM'd you, as far as about today and where I thought it was going, does not apply. So you are
Wait, wait,
correct
wait.
about that. But I thought
Wait,
it was
wait, wait.
applicable for where we're at in
Wait,
class.
wait. I didn't say nothing applied. I'm just over here appeasing to my audience before class. What doesn't apply? What doesn't apply? What did I say doesn't apply?
You basically said everything that I'm talking about doesn't apply to your title today.
What?
And
No, I'm
and
trying to say,
I
I'm
was
asking how it applied.
oh
And you said you was
oh
gonna
it
bring
applies
it.
because
You
that
said you was
those are the
gonna
people
bring
that
it
did
back.
it. Those are the people that did it.
That did what?
Yeah, those are the people that did it. The reign of terror. They're the people that committed the genocide,
Who?
the Holocaust, the burning of flesh, the Committee of Safety.
How did they do it?
By way of vagrancy laws, the Vagrancy Act, and getting people in the 13th and the 14th Amendment by criminalizing the people for not having a job. So as the people were going forward to go and get jobs, they slaughtered them in the meantime. And then they slaughtered them when they pulled up for the job. And then
Taj,
they
Taj,
shipped the
you think it's that easy? They solid when they pulled up for the jobs. Nah, bro.
well, they said they hit it with Gatling guns in the one in Verdun. They said they hit the trains with Gatling guns, bro.
Held them up.
So like that's the way that I caught it. So I may not be comprehending.
Ah, they shot it up with Gatling guns. That's what they said.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you
Well,
say?
they also had bones. They also found bones that had like the skulls had bullet wounds and stuff in them. So I thought that's what actually happened. But I'm here to be corrected. If I'm seeing that wrong, I'm here. I definitely want to see it right.
Where is Captain at? He ain't called me yet. I I got a great movie that I'm gonna show the class today. Where's Captain? I need him to call it in. Thanks, Taj. Thank you for the call, champ. Where's
Yeah.
Captain? He's supposed to be calling it in. Taj is all over the place, sounding suspect as shit. I'm not doing that with Taj today because he's all over the place. And he's just trying to get the right answer rather than have an original thought, which is not a part of the program. I know what they said. They also said we came from monkeys. I know what they said. Where are the people with original thought? Help me understand. I know what they said. Oh, they did this one. They put you in slavery too, is what they said. You came on a boat too. Tell me something. You saying. And that's where I'm taking my classroom. You want to be in the next, you want to be in my advanced class. That's different than just anything. We study science, the science of it, the law, legal matter, in all of its form. Constitutional law, and learning how to speak correctly and what to look for, taking it from the allegory to the law. Now that's difficult. Now that's difficult, man. I can't stress this enough. That's difficult to people who not participating, who not paying attention, who can't keep their mind on the title, who's 3 and 4 days in a month, 2 months behind. You can't see it if you're behind. That's how I feel about it. You can't see it. You shouldn't even be laughing. You shouldn't even be giggling about it because you can't see it. You can't hear it. You're trying, which is why I'm here, because you're trying. Hit that like button and subscribe. I'm gonna get you right. I'm gonna get you right. But I got a great movie. The women are kicking y'all. I just want your fellas to know. The women are kicking y'all ass because we are looking for the genocide with our mind. In the mind of God, able to explain that and see it from a perspective that God will want us to see it from. Not think and pretend and act like and almost got the right answer. No, you've been here long enough to have a clear mind about what you're looking at and how to have a original thought process concerning these manners and what we are studying here. What the heck? Let me see. Let me see.
Call from
Yo,
Rio, you on the air? What up?
what's up, Kel? This Rio calling in. Hey, so I think I'm getting it, Kel.
What you got?
So the men are supposed to be able to read and interpret laws,
Yes.
not in like you said, for instance, but like titles, general provisions,
Yes, sir.
stuff, not just like in the Bible and the stories and
I'll
stuff like
read
that.
the
We
Bible
supposed
for
to,
you. You can't read
yeah,
it. You got law to
we got to be able
understand.
to put laws into what's written already, the constitutions, and like I said, these like the other day when you said Title 42, I was thinking, I was like, man, what is he saying about Title
That's
42? So I
right.
went and looked, 164 different provisions under there. We got to be able to interpret that, not the stories out the Bible,
Yes.
and you know. So I get it
Well,
now.
you
Like
trying
we
to
gotta
teach?
be
You trying to
researchers.
teach
We got
me, and I'm teaching you.
like nah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm finally really arriving. Like I'm coming to the age of majority. You know, like
The law
using
is
words
your
and
weapon, sir.
exactly.
Yes, sir.
So when you going into these courts and stuff, that's your estate, your property. When you come in here, if it's AI, if it's artificial intelligence, they'll be able to tell. The judge say, "Oh, no, this is not original. It's not original." So when you come in here and they can tell if if you've been burning that midnight oil, they able to tell. So like I said, I appreciate it, Kel, because I'm really realizing that, like, man, what is he saying? Oh, he's saying that we need to be able to observe and interpret the law
That's
in
right.
our own way, because the judge is going to be able to tell whether or not that's original or if that's
That's
AI.
right. If you're a man or you're a mouse,
Yeah,
if
I
you can
get it,
speak
Kel. I
or if you
appreciate it.
can. Do you know what this is? This is law. This is amended
Yeah,
law. Do you know the difference between the two? Are you a man? Or are you a damn mouse?
right. Do
What do
you
you want?
understand that? Do you understand that the year that when this was ratified, was this ratified under this year?
That's right.
Can you tell me what year that is?
That's
Yeah,
right.
so I get that. And that's original. Like, and when you say it to him, he know that, because you gotta say this guy went to school for it, or he was blessed with it to
That's facts.
understand it.
Facts.
So if you come in here and you don't say what it sounds like or anything that's close to what it sounds like, he automatically knows that's not yours. Like you piggybacking off somebody else, or you doing something that's not with you. I
That's
get that. I
not yours,
appreciate it,
sir.
Kel, man.
Interpret the law. Give it to me from the allegorical to law. Don't read the scripture. Oh, the women gonna beat you all
Yeah,
upside the head with that one.
that's the first. That's the one thing, man. You know, them people tell you don't bring the Bible in the courtroom. They are, you're not supposed to. I don't know if other people might, but what I was taught was you don't bring that in the courtroom. So,
You know the
but you
law.
are. It is your right. Yeah, it is your right to for access to the court. So the clerks have to file. Like when you go and file things, you need to understand that it needs to be filed, not received. You
Huh.
know that this is not even a legal document. It's a legal document per se till you get in the courtroom. But do you understand that it's not filed? So therefore, he is not even observed basically. So like I said, Kev, I appreciate that, because it really just clicked for me. I said, oh, that's exactly what it is. We need to understand how to observe and interpret the law in our
Yes.
own original words and
Yes.
thoughts. in language
There you go.
because it's ours.
That's
It
right.
was given. It was given to us,
Yes.
not to them. They took it and they made it what they
They
amended
made
it and
Greek
ratified
they
it on the
made Greek
30th day.
gods out of the law and got you thinking and
Yeah, and
praising
they
Jupiter
made
and Mars.
allegorical stories.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and so now we here it is. We coming. It's coming back around. It's coming full circle, and that's to them. That's like the apocalypse to them. Oh man, how they on this? Burn the books, burn the books. But at the same time, like I've said, Kel, it's on the men because the law was given to men.
That's
it wasn't
right.
given to women. It
That's
was given to the man.
That's right.
So if I didn't understand that, and I used to be a gang banging,
That's right.
drug dealing,
They know all the rules. They know all the rules to that. You know what it takes to understand and obey the rules. Then you know it's the same.
Exactly.
Meaning the same aggression, the same upholding of rules and obligations and oaths and such. So
right, engagement, yeah.
Yes.
It got to have its rules to it. Exactly.
Yes. If Big U told everybody, all right, state your case, you got to state your case. If your gang big
Right.
homie told you to do that and then go to the meeting and this is then in the same fashion, keep that energy, keep that same motherfucking energy. So I appreciate you.
You got to.
You gonna love this show, champ. You, Todd,
All right.
all of my students, and I'm glad that you there to help them understand. Kev needs you to express the law from the allegory into the law. There are no mistakes because we're all trying. Don't try to be right. Just speak. And get used to speaking.
Yeah, just
and challenging yourself,
You have
right?
to express it. Yeah, you have to express. It's a trust. It's an irrevocable living trust. You have to express it.
Damn, bro. You have to express it. How else you just gonna receive reparation if you can't speak? But thank you for the call. Let me play these movies, and then you call back. And you call back after the movie.
All right,
Thank you so much, champion. My man. I want to leave that there because I am chastising. I have to. I am chastising. I have to. Because Rio ain't no different than nobody else. He understands, though, it's your responsibility. He didn't understand it till he said, what is that? Title 42? Why is he saying it? Let me go check it out. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Why is he saying this? Let me go check it out. Rio didn't message me that. He just called it in. And now look, that's right, G. That's right. He not saying, and then I went over there and then that was a difference between Taj, example, good dude, Taj, my guy. And that. Now he didn't even bring up the title. He just expressed himself and is understood. He understands the title, and what I'm getting you to do is very important. It's rattling the bones. You got to wake up. Cairo University, you on the air? What up?
It's Captain.
Captain, are you on speakerphone or what are you on in the bathroom? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm in the bathroom right now. My house is a little loud.
Go ahead, Captain.
Sorry about that.
Go ahead. What's on your mind, Captain?
No, just having a hard time showing myself proved and learning to speak. But I have been doing homework and researching different subjects, not on the topic. So I haven't been contributing as much lately to the topic.
That's okay. And you called in. What you got? What you got, Captain? What's on your mind?
I've just seen things, and it's not related to the topic at all. But
so it's not okay. Call me back if it's not relating to the topic because I don't want my class to. But I thank you so much for the call, champ.
All right, thank you, sir.
My man had to go to the bathroom. It's popping. It's a party early in the morning. But look, it's important y'all understand. We are picking out this. We are finding out this genocide. We don't know what happened. All we got is these clues, and we following the yellow brick road. All right. So why do I got the title? What is the damn title? Shit. The Underground Railroad, The Raising of Chicago, and Necropolis is America, the Black Holocaust. Well, if you look up, anybody want to call it in? and tell me what necropolis is and what's the definition. Phone number is 424. You know the damn story. 209-9506. Any student out there, what is the definition of necropolis so we can get into necromancy and why the underworld and hellish religious aspects are prevalent today? Come on. What is the definition of necropolis? Necropolis. Come on, Negroes. Bars. Come on, Negroes. Breastwater. Come on, Necropolis. Come on, family. We in the building. We should be here. Necropolis. What is it? No, I said call it in. That's not it. I said call it in. You about to get blocked, whoever that is. Y'all about to get blocked. Call it. This is the interaction show. That's what it is. What is necropolis? Thank you so much. Thank you.
B from Texas.
Shit, B from Texas, man. What's up, champion?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you, loved one. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I want to get a definition for necropolis.
Go ahead.
Okay, necropolis. A cemetery, especially a large one belonging to ancient city. Similar graveyard, cemetery. Yes, sir.
So it is a.
So-
It is a, so. Go ahead.
So I take from that, like we talking about the raising of Chicago. You got the picture of catacombs. They have a large necropolis under Chicago. A big graveyard is what it is.
How you know it's under Chicago?
Well, they raised up Chicago in my research anywhere from 6 feet to 14 feet, and what they yes, sir. And they saying the reason why they raised it was to get the water to flow. You don't put the water. I'm thinking, just logical. If we ground level and the water is ground level, if I raise it up, that means I'm gonna have to pump the water up to the city. So that still don't make sense to me. So the reason why they did it was to hide the bones, the catacombs. And I found one more thing. It's St. Pascal Church. It's a Catholic church. They found in 1914, they found a bunch of bones, a whole catacombs under the church in Chicago.
No shit.
So, yes, sir. St. Pascal Church. So yeah, they did that.
I'm plugging in my.
I got a picture.
Hold up. 1 second, bro. Go ahead. You got it.
Okay.
I had to plug in my other internet because it kept cutting out on me. I don't know why. So I had to go a little.
All right.
harder. But
Need
go
me to
ahead.
repeat?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, like I was saying, they raised up Chicago 6 to 14 feet. And the reason why they saying it, they was talking about they had to redo their sewer and make sure that the water flowed properly. But like like I was saying before, if we ground level with the water, it'll flow good. But if I raise up 14 feet, I'm gonna have to pump that water up. So that explanation don't explain why y'all raised the city. But if y'all got a necropolis or underground catacombs under there, and y'all putting bones under there, that explains clearly why y'all did it. And then they got found out in 1914 that under St. Pascal's Catholic Church, that they had the catacombs under there, and they try to basically like we was talking about how they use like haunted and all this stuff to scare people away. They were trying to use that, but you know we don't got no fear for that. We got fear for the Lord, so we already understand that y'all got bones under there, and that goes back to caustic, you know. So that's what I found out was going on in Chicago. Yes, sir. Um, I got a picture of they underground system, they whole system over the
Well,
whole city. I'm gonna
okay.
send it.
Okay, send me
Okay.
that. Send me
Yes, sir.
that, and then call me back after
Okay.
this movie I'm about to play and tell me what you think.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. My man. You see how he went from the definition into the title? That mean he did his research. I just posted the title today, this morning. The raising of the did he said, wait a minute. B said, wait the fuck a minute. He didn't text me. He didn't call me. He ain't trying to get the right answer. He saw that title and said, wait one goddamn minute. Hold the fuck up. No, Kev did not link the Necropolis to Chicago. And he said they are, look at this. Look at this person in my chat room with a whole paragraph. Get him out of here. We don't write paragraphs. I'm going to put him in timeout. We don't write paragraphs on Kev's channel. Press one. Oh, no. We call it in, Dirk Dillery. No, we don't do that here. No, we learn how to speak, Dirk. We're not copy and pasting. We don't do that here. Facts. I don't need your research. Chicago is the real Cairo. Shut the fuck up. I'm not talking about that. You Ezra Scope, you fake Egyptian emoji face, that's not real. You trying to make this Africa. This is God's kingdom of the Lord. One thing you motherfucking African fucking Egyptian believers don't know nothing about is the law and God. Only thing y'all know is mysticism and hermeticism. Get that shit up out of here. Y'all the reason why our country is dead and our people are dead because of people just like you. That's why. Now get the fuck on somewhere. Go play with some little ass Pan Americans so goddamn weird. Go play with some Pan Americans somewhere. I ain't got time to play with no little ass children today. Let me see. I get too much support and my life is real. This is real. This is real. Shout out to who is this in my Cash App? Who is this? Shout out to Amanda. She put a $20 contribution for those who do not contribute. She said this is for the EBT program. Shout out to Amanda. Deborah Nichols, she said for the class seat, and she paid it forward for people who don't support. Arca NM says for Psalm 63, trying to get me to read Psalm 63. Guess what? You're going to call it in and read it. Press 1. And shout out to Lita McCoy. I missed you yesterday. Shout out to y'all for making this program happen and contributing via Cash App to this program. And we ain't even got to the movie yet. We ain't even got there yet. But I tell the person who got off my Patreon, press 1. I tell that person who thought getting off my Patreon and you was a $10 member anyway, and just because I said I know my worth, you gonna leave like I'm gonna miss the $10? No, I'm not. You know why I'm not gonna miss your little silly $10 with your ungrateful self? Because Arkham, Amanda, Deborah, and Lizzie McCoy, Lita McCoy, covered the cost the tenfold. I told you, I don't lose when you leave me. I did my job. You the one ain't paying attention. I don't stress because you left at all. I ain't lost once. I win. Enjoy. Enjoy, ma'am. You don't deserve me. Now, hold on. Let me take that back. Hold up. Where's the camera? You don't deserve to support a person like Kevin. When God say that you support my prophets and stuff like that, he gonna say, I sent Kevin to you and you tried to dangle $1 over his head. And it's $10 a month. So technically, can somebody do the math? How many dimes does it take up for $10 a month? That's what they think I'm worth. They think that's gonna affect me when they take a $10 back a month. What is that? 20, 30 cents? What is that a day? That leads up to $10. 50 cents? Bro, I'm not your child. Please get on somewhere. Shout out to you. You ain't finna do me like that. So let me I'm not a victim to monetary gain or a person dangling a few dollars over my head to not teach and stuff. Please get on somewhere. I wasn't put here for that. And it's obviously y'all be thinking money run shit. Y'all be thinking money run me. It don't. It run your favorite YouTubers. That's why they out here like prostitutes trying to cover the cost, because YouTube is always changing. They ain't getting money like they used to. That hip hop shit ain't running like they used to. So they all bogging around for views and people to comment in a section that look like they're busy. I'm not. I don't care. I know I was put into a community. I know God sent me to a community that was gonna try to dangle 50 cent over a nigga head, thinking I was a burnt out ass nigga like they people in they family. Like I'm one of they kids that they raised. Like I give a fuck. Press one, I don't. I'm just gonna state my case. I'm gonna wake the people up that deserve to be woken up. And you can play here if you want to. You can think you leading with $10 if you want to. I say thanks for the support. Don't think I don't know my worth. Don't think that for a minute. I don't know my worth. I'm worth more than damn $10. Let me keep it Leo. I was gonna say something. Let me keep it professional. I was gonna say some Leo shit. I'm worth more than So let's take a look at this. Back to my class. The Chicago history is a lie. This what had us thinking yesterday. Pay attention, class. It's only a minute and 12 seconds. It's off of TikTok.
Buried deep under the streets of Chicago, there lies many tunnels and train tracks,
Now look at them.
relics that exist from the old world. We're told that in the 1800s, the traffic got so bad on the streets and that there were so many horses and people, relics that the only option was to build an underground railroad that would be able to take freight to all the different businesses.
Now you heard that? Now, they built a false railroad system that to you look big. This is very small. These little fucking rats built tunnels. No, you know why I call them rats? Because they made tunnels in my nation. And these people ain't nothing but 3 feet tall. These are grown ass men. You think these is big trains? No, them is little cameras. These is little trains. And guess what else? They didn't tell our government that they was even doing this. So you got foreigners building whole train. That's why they call rats. Because they built the whole train network underground, right underneath the king's feet. And that looked like barrels of dynamite, if you ask me. But we're going to get back to it.
And so they did. And the construction of this railroad was not even told to the government.
Huh? It's illegal. It was illegal.
Until they got
This is
caught.
the Pinkertons.
But of course,
This is your Pinkertons. This is your secret
they
society.
continued on with this project, and they had to pay some type of hefty fees, or so the story says. But we also have the peculiar story of the great raising of Chicago in the 1860s. And we're told that they raised entire city blocks even while the businesses were still open.
Even
Pretty
while
incredible. But think about this for a second. What if all of this was already here? What if these tunnels were already here? It all begins to make a little bit more sense then.
Huh?
Buried deep under the streets of Chicago, there lies many tunnels and train tracks, relics that exist from the old world. We're told that in the 1800s, the traffic got so bad on the streets and that there were so many horses and people that the only option was to build an underground railroad that would be able to take freight to all the different businesses. And so they did. And the construction of this railroad was not even told.
Now wait a minute. What's this? Press 1. What the fuck is this? Hit the like button and subscribe. What's this? You don't know. See, y'all playing. I'm not playing. My team don't play. What's this? What the fuck they do? All this under the nose of the government. They lifted the whole city enough for train cars to move. And what's under the train car? What's under that? What's under that, family? That looks like a hole, don't it? Hmm. Trains, holes, underground, underground railroad, bunch of black people led to freedom or death. Let's keep it going. What's that? Is that where you burn them? What the fuck is that? Let's go.
Been told to the government it was a secret until they got caught. But of course they continued on with this project and they had to pay some type of hefty fees, or so the story says.
What year is this?
But we also have the peculiar story of the Great Raising of Chicago in the 1860s. And we're told that they raised entire city blocks even while the businesses were still open. Pretty incredible. But think about this for a second. What if all of this was already here? What if these tunnels were already here? It all begins to make a little bit more sense then. Everything was found.
See that? What do you think about that? I'm going to let my class work slow. Classroom 424-209-9506. Then we're going to go into it. Then we're going to get to it. Press 1. 424-209-9506. Let's get to it. Underground. I'm trying to see if it clicked to anybody. Liberty trains, underground, necropolis, furnaces. 424-209-9506. I want to call on some students, but I don't think they're going to think I'm picking on them, like what Mike said. Oh, I feel like I'm being interrogated. Oh, my stomach. Press 1. Oh, kid. Oh, you helped me so much, but I feel like I'm interrogating you, interrogating me in court, sir. I want you to win. Coffee. Cavro University, you on the air. B from Texas, one of my favorite students. You're first up. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Kev, that explains a lot with that video. One thing I was looking for, what law or when did they pass the law to raise the city? And I couldn't find it. So these people are fraudulent. Like, that's crazy. They told a method of how they did it with with these screws. But I'm like, what law, when was it passed that, okay, like a city ordinance or whatever, that we gonna raise the city? Never did, bro. So that makes sense.
Let me ask you a question.
Sense.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
What you know about maritime railroad companies?
I don't. Maritime railroad company.
Okay, I just wanted you to know that. All right, go ahead. But anyway,
okay, all right.
We got the
you got me with that one.
Go ahead.
You got me. But yeah, like I was saying before, it was talking about how they did it, and like the video said that they were doing it at the same time while the businesses were still going on, and I'm like, that's not safe. What city would do that, you know? But all right, I'm like, wow, bro, like they did everything illegal, so that all these illegal moves, they are that's a fraudulent act. Just like we learned that'll be considered a fraudulent act. But yeah, even when I looked it up and they gave their reasoning, it never stated a law. Let's see. I got an excerpt about raising businesses and business blocks from Chicago. It says it says raising business blocks to grade and all other operations pertaining to removal, and raising of buildings of wood, brick, or stone of any size to any desired height or to any distance along, it says, along residents in the city, enable him to refer, to refer with confidence to many of our best citizens for all endorsements as to character and reliability. All right, but see, it's just like an advertisement. But when I also looked up about raising the city of Chicago, it says during the 1850s and 60s, engineers carried out a piecemeal raising of the level of central Chicago, meaning they did it little by little, piecemeal, to lift it out of low-lying swampy grounds, which I find to be a lie.
That's
It says
right.
buildings, yes, sir, buildings, sidewalks were physically raised on jack screws. So it says the work was founded by private property owners and public funds.
Yes.
So they still in public funds doing this like on
To do
a private
to
contract.
do this.
Yes, sir. I'm like, that don't sound right. Okay. I looked up. I tried to look up the law. They trying to talk about sunken homes. All right, but here we go. It says after many died from cholera and typhoid outbreak, the city made a bold decision in 1855, which is another lie. They bringing up too many different reasons to
Yes.
try to justify. It says
Yes.
raising the roads 4 to 14 feet to make room for sewers. Some pipes and drains were laid across the city along with waterways to flow away instead of flooding the streets. And I'm like, nah, bro. That, like, y'all went from the pipes. Now you're talking about cholera outbreaks. It's just more stuff for them to like try to justify why
That's
they
right.
did it.
That's right.
I believe I
You
found
see
a
them
company.
covering it up right after that. It's the catastrophe, then the cover up by way of propaganda. Go ahead.
Okay, yes, sir. I can definitely see it. Now, I believe I found a company who was doing it. They, of course, incorporated the name of Chicago. It's called the Chicago Tunnel Company. Was the builder and operator of a 2 feet narrow gauge railway freight tunnel network under downtown Chicago, Illinois. This
You
was
needed small people to do this.
Yes, it's
Yes.
only 2 feet. Like,
Yes.
yes, sir.
You needed very
It
small
says
people to do this. Correct?
correct. Yes, sir. All right. It says this was regulated by Interstate Commerce Commission as an interurban, even though it operated entirely under Central Chicago. It
Illegally.
says, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Now they saying it did not carry passengers, which I do not believe.
It carried cargo.
Or yeah, they
That's
call it a
right.
cargo. Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
Okay, and was entirely under Chicago. Then it said it inspired the construction of the London Post Office Railway. But like I said, all of that stuff I can see the lies and the deception and what they saying. Because if the city is so packed like they saying, then why would you build a 2 foot narrow gauge
Facts.
railway?
Facts.
And it don't make sense.
Because
They saying horses.
it's an illegal railway operated by rats. People,
Yes,
moles,
sir.
rats, tunnel diggers, people who are operating Mickey Mouse land right up under your nose.
And it make me think about cartoons. Like you
That's
always got that mole popping up. Like, oh snap, he's stealing all the carrots. You feel me? So
swiping them up
I'm
from the
like,
bottom.
man,
Doop, 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 doop.
swiping them.
Go
Nobody
ahead.
like, what the hell going on?
Facts.
Yep, that's exactly what I
So they
see,
got an
bro.
underground Universal, a motherfucking Magic Mountain in Disneyland up under transporting all type of goods for years underground all across America.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Straight robbing,
Straight.
straight
No, no,
robbing,
no. They got
stealing.
guns. They're establishing a whole war right up under your nose. Asians and Turks and Muslims and Asians
You
and
know,
all of them together, right up under your nose. By the Victorians is living right up under above them. What you think they bringing? What you think they bringing down
they
there?
bring it. They bring the weapons, people too. Like
War. That's
I
right.
looked up
Straight from the ports.
like the
Straight
night.
from the ports.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Like we
Yes,
talking
sir.
about St. Louis.
Yes,
St.
sir.
Louis down the road. They ain't far
Everywhere the World
from
Fair
Chicago.
went, here they come.
Here they
And you know
come
they can
and
build up a
kill.
city real quick and lift it off the ground too and put it down. That mean them
It,
cities wasn't even real. That mean it was all a
yep.
fantasy.
It was a what they call that when they
Pop up
doing
city.
acting and that. It's
Pop
a
up
set.
city.
It's a
It's
set.
a set. It's a
Yes.
set
Yes,
up.
sir. A set up.
Now
Wow.
hiring niggas.
And you come into the fake town and get
That's
killed
right.
trying to get some work because
That's
they
right.
done lured you in with that
Vagrancy.
act, the
That's
vagrancy act.
right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then they lifted our
Now
people
I
off the
look
ground. Now they in the air and they own us. We on the ground buried and they own us. They living in the air 14, 15 feet off the ground.
wow, they Satan's kids. They said they was gonna live in the air.
Say what? They who? They
And
Satan's
they
kids.
Satan's kids.
That's right.
They acting just like
They
that.
want to
That's the
live in the
same
stars.
characteristic.
That's right.
Yeah.
They want to live above the
Now,
law. They want to live above the law of the land
oh,
in
because
America.
exactly.
Yes, sir.
Now, one thing I noticed with the St. Louis World
Come
Fair,
on.
all right, the St. Louis World Fair, I sent you a picture. They had a whole army. It was an army parade. Like, where did this whole army come from? A foreign people.
Oh,
A whole army,
yes,
man.
yes.
They
Let me bring
doing
that
a
up.
straight
Let me bring
march.
that up so people can see we not here to play. I know y'all be thinking Kev be playing. No, I make this shit look good. My students study big time. Press once.
For real.
I'm gonna bring this up right now. This is important. St. Louis World Fair 1904. Ooh, they in this bitch. Ooh, they in this bitch. A whole
And that's
army.
a whole army.
That's right.
Like, where in the world
It's
did
Carmen
this
San
army
Diego.
come from? This exactly, bro. I'm like, this is not the U.S. Army.
That's them
This
right there.
is
There they
the
are.
World Army,
They're the world's army. One world
the
government.
World
Where
Fair
50
Army.
nations
Yes,
act as
sir.
one to steal and rob the original shit. And then they labeled y'all Indians and put y'all in big mounds and called you Indian mounds people. Them is all dead black people up under there. Go.
Instead of Indian mounds, we got to call it what it is. By definition, it's a necropolis,
It's Necropolis.
a big graveyard.
A big
Necropolis.
graveyard built. And didn't Donald Trump expose if you build on top of, if you bury your stuff on top of, if your livestock die or you bury your people on your land, you get a big tax write off? Well, that's genocide.
Oh,
That's genocide.
straight up.
That's corporation genocide, bro. They're acting fraudulently
Straight up.
and using the people of the land as collateral, bro. This is all being proven. Go ahead, champ.
Now, one more thing that I sent you right behind that picture. It was like an exhibit there at that World Fair.
Go ahead.
If you look at those flags, it's in black and white also. If you look at those flags, we got that Star of Moloch and the star of the crescent moon and star. They all chilling together right there at the World Fair. I'm like, wow, bro. Ain't no fight. They just using this to steal more money,
They
and
brought
then
their
they
whole armies
implement
over
their
here,
plan.
and they never went home. They came
Everybody,
right out the subway
never.
like rats. They was always down
Yeah,
there.
man.
They was underground the whole time. That's why they say did Hitler go underground? Did the Nazis go? Yes, they did. It's all fucking tricks of the mind. Yes, they did go underground. They had a whole Nazi
Yep.
regime here underground.
Yes, sir. And it's very possible we see it in modern times with El Chapo, but it's on a major level. You know, they bringing people. Now, and I often wonder,
And them
like, when
tunnels
they was
been
bringing the
here. El
Crump
Chapo,
gun,
El Chapo is using them same tunnels. Go ahead.
hey, that's what I was about to say. That's probably the same
Them
ones,
are they
man.
only 2,
They,
3 feet tall. They built them, bro.
oh man, the little people,
Oh, I'm finna
it's
do a
straight
video
like,
right now. Call me back after I play this video.
yes, sir. I got you.
My man, see? That's it. You can stay with Kev and you stay put up then. Cause I'm moving. I'm not slowing down. I'm not stopping. I got a lot of work to do, a lot of uh information to put out, a lot of editing to do, and I really don't have any more time to sit back. So that's why I'm saying if you're a student of mine, make sure you keep up because I'm moving fast. Press 1, let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Tell me this kid is not 56 on the dot. For these kids, man. Look at
Them is little kids. Remember that little ball that the horse was stepping on? The black pearl? The little ball that me and Deb was talking about? This is the belief system. Coffee and Kush TV, Carroll University on the air. What up?
All right, Kel, check it out. Now listen, they got a historical Coastal Georgia Historical Society, right? But they got a museum, a World War II home front museum that was it got a date on it from 1965, right? So I go into the Constitution and I look at the Constitution, Amendment 23, 24, and 25, passed by Congress July the 6th, 1925, ratified February 10th, 1967. The first thing it say is, note, Article 2, Section 1 of the Constitution was affected by the 25th Amendment. All right, so I go to Article 2, Section 1.
Go ahead.
And it says, Article 2 says, each state retains its sovereignty, freedom, and independence in every power, jurisdiction, and right which is not by this confederation expressly delegated to the United States and Congress assembled. So I'm looking at that and I'm like, wow. So in case, it says Section 1, in case of the removal of the president from the office or of his death or resignation, the vice president shall become president. So I'm looking at that, I'm like, damn, these right up on our nose, like, you know, they stealing they stealing our sovereignty right up on our nose.
Yes.
But it also said that it can't be a bridge. So in my mind, just in my imagination, if they can't do it in a bridge like a bridge, they gonna go underground and do it.
Yes. And build stairs
Wow.
upward.
Wow, Kel.
Yeah.
You
You see the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight out the asylum, nigga. Go ahead.
World War II home front museum. It's ran by Nazis.
Damn.
We got a waterfront up under. They say they used to have the slaves. They claim that they used to sell the slaves and take them under Savannah under like a
underground.
Like an underground thing. But now that you saying that, that's where they was bringing them in.
Yes.
It's crazy, Kel.
Bro. This is the grand awakening. There's only a few of us that can even think on this level. So God bless you. Anything else, champ?
Nah, that's still.
You see the little people I put on the screen.
Yeah. Look, he got the ball in his hand. He got the pearl in his hand, right?
Bam. The cannonball. That's a cannonball.
Yeah, and whole time, Kel, when I was telling you about Fort Frederick, we used to go on field trips. We do archaeology study.
Yes.
And we be like digging in certain areas and quarters or whatever, and they be finding old pipes, old musket balls and stuff like that. So that's recent.
Yes, sir. Very recent. God is good to us.
Wow.
Yes.
Kel.
This is much needed. Thank you, champ.
All right.
My man Rio in the building. Look at this, y'all. Look at them. All of them is small. All of them. This may be your mobsters right here. Press 1.
You know he laid
Look.
off people at the factory.
These are the people that was in the mines, bro. These are your Smurfs. These are your rats, bro.
Like, we got to make budget cuts. I'm sorry. Can handle it. He's like, just cut him. No remorse. He has a mobster face.
Look.
Yeah. His name is Marbles. Jimmy Marbles. Yeah, he's the fun guy of the group, but he's crazy. Look at these kids, man.
I'm gonna keep it real. That's Rothschild in them. These are your demons from hell, nigga. These are underground, bro. Y'all don't understand. This is, bro, what they look like, bro. Y'all playing around in the world, not knowing none of this. Y'all thinking old boy that run around with Khabib, that little guy who going around the UFC and they marketing. They're marketing this, bro. You don't, as a black person in America that was raised dead, nigga, you don't know why that little person is around. You don't know why they blasting these people around like that. It's because they have a subliminal conversation. You don't remember this? Remember a show, little man beating up Shaq? That's real, G. That's how you defeat the giants. You see? To them, we are huge, humongous, nigga. Humongous. These are incubator babies. These are incubator babies. Raised to do this. Raised without conscience or souls. They went on to have children. They went on to have children. And it is in those children that they will say, we have inherited lies. Our forefathers are incubator babies from underground. And this is true. Press 1. This is true. Okay? They're not just blasting that in your face for no reason.
Come see my old ass face.
Press 1. I talk the truth. I talk different, G.
Patron of the Tremont House Hotel in Chicago. You head out for the day to attend to your business.
Now listen. Take y'all notebooks out. Press 1. I'm only around for as much as the people want me around. Shout out to y'all. Listen to this.
The year is 1861. You are a patron of the Tremont House Hotel in Chicago. You head out for the day to attend to your business and take in some sights of the city before returning in the evening to rest your...
You're a patron, not a matron, nigga. A patron.
Of the Tremont House Hotel in
Of
Chicago.
this hotel in
You
Chicago.
head out for the day to attend to your business
Watch
and
that.
take in some sights of the city before returning in the evening to rest your weary head for the night. The following morning, as you exit the hotel after checking out, you are astonished to note that the building's windows seem to be, well, higher than they were when you checked in.
Why would you notice the windows? Yeah, fuck the windows. I'm noticing I'm not in the same place no more. What the fuck is this?
Not only that, the steps that lead from the street up to the hotel's entrance seem to be steeper. Did you have too many glasses of wine with dinner last night? Or are you simply imagining things? This actually did happen to one puzzled patron of the Tremont House Hotel all those years ago, and here is why. Welcome to Intrigued Mind, where today we take a look at the raising of Chicago, why it needed to be done, and how it was carried out. Chicago was rapidly settled in the 1830s when entrepreneurs saw that the site had potential to become a booming transportation hub, linking the Great Lakes to the Mississippi River and the Gulf of Mexico. Despite this economic driver for the fledgling city, from a public health perspective, the placement of Chicago was disastrous. It was built on a swamp, no higher than 4 feet above Lake Michigan. Travelers who visited Chicago described it as being the filthiest city in America, and locals put up numerous comedic warning signs stating "fastest route to China" and "no bottom here" to warn people of the depth of the mud. Horses struggled to wade through this mud, and it was not an uncommon sight to see wagons that had become stuck left abandoned. One popular contemporary joke was that a passerby offered assistance to a man who was up to his shoulders in mud, to which he replied, "No thank you, I have a fine horse beneath me." All jokes aside, the city had no natural drainage, making it a breeding ground for deadly pathogens. In 1854, there was a cholera outbreak in Chicago that killed 6% of the city's population. For the 6 years preceding this public health crisis, the city's inhabitants suffered from outbreaks of dysentery and typhoid
Look,
fever.
they poisoned them, bro. This is easy. Now they trying to tell you they was bringing ships up and down the way. Thus all underground, bro. I'm looking at this now. They built a whole fucking maritime port right under our noses, family. Water, 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 taking us off the land and placing us on the sea. You get it? Infringing on our right. They flooded and bombed the people, G. They flooded the black people, bro, and buried them underground, bro. And the ground was so fucking mushy after that, bro. Because, I mean, it just fucking wet everything. Let's go.
Could see that something needed to be done, and a bold plan was made to literally raise the city from the muddy depths 6 feet off the ground. After a failed band-aid attempt at defeating the muddy swamp waters by installing wooden plank walkways over the streets and an acknowledgement that it was not possible to install an underground sewage system, a bold scheme was developed to lift Chicago.
That ain't what they said. Hold on.
A bold plan was made to literally raise the city from the muddy depths 6 feet off the ground.
Now look at that.
After a failed
and place a city, an identical city, right on top of them. You don't get it?
Failed band-aid attempt at defeating the muddy swamp waters by installing wooden plank walkways over the streets and an acknowledgement that it was not possible to install an underground sewage system, a bold scheme was developed to lift Chicago out of the mud. The solution to the city's drainage problem was to lift the entire city piece by piece and...
Now look at this. They want you to believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100 people lifted that motherfucking building up. Do you understand what this means?
An average of 6 feet.
What? 6 feet? Ain't you buried 6 feet deep?
Off the ground, using little more than jack screws, which are heavy-duty vertical metal screws and, in fewer cases, hydraulic lifts. This plan, as harebrained as it sounds to modern-day audiences, tells us something of the innovative and resilient nature of the people of Chicago at that time. Surprisingly, the scheme actually worked.
Look, didn't old boy say, wait a minute, this ain't where I was. How you know you didn't go to sleep and they moved your whole fucking place up out of the fucking way, bro? How you know you didn't go to sleep and all the black people ended up somewhere else and woke up in a total different place? I need somebody to do me a favor. Go to Chicago's moving apartments and send me a picture. The whole city, they were able to move around and switch it about. We're going to get to it. We are going to get to this.
Not only were residential houses lifted in this manner, but large buildings such as the Tremont House Hotel, and eventually entire downtown blocks. To put this mind-boggling concept into perspective, take the example of the city block that lay between LaSalle, Clark, and Lake Streets. This 1-acre block, weighing in at an estimated 35,000 tons, was raised in its entirety in 4 days. So, who was the brainpower?
What the fuck? On some Jesus shit. What?
Estimated 35,000 tons was raised in its entirety in 4 days.
And everybody's clanking around the city one click at a time. Move! Clink. It moved up one. Get the fuck out of here.
So, who was the brainpower behind this epic feat of engineering? Meet Mr. Ellis S. Chesbrough, the mastermind of the raising of Chicago. After the cholera epidemic of 1854, the city's citizens demanded that the city council do something about the disease-spreading filth that plagued their streets. A sewage commission was established in 1855, with Chesbrough appointed head engineer. He came with good credentials, having previously worked on water projects for the city of Boston. Chesbrough had to devise a way for Chicago's sewage to be taken out, without polluting the city's drinking water, which was drawn from Lake Michigan. To that end, workers laid drains, then covered and refinished roads and sidewalks with several feet of soil. Today, visitors to the Windy City may walk past various garden apartments that are sunken lower than the sidewalk itself, accessed via the
ain't got no idea why.
Stairs. Some of these apartments used to be first-floor dwellings.
Remember that movie, The People Under the Stairs? You don't even get it.
The raising of Chicago. Because the sewage system had to be built at street level, and therefore the streets had to be raised above the sewers, existing building entrances would now be below grade. In order to accommodate the change in street grade, the city would be lifted up as much as anywhere between 4 and 14 feet. Chesbrough's first draft of this innovative plan was completed in 1856. The first masonry building.
Now wait a minute. Look at the top of that building. What in God's name is that? I wouldn't know what to call this place. What the hell is this?
And 14 feet.
When you talk
Chesbro's
about blast furnace and chimneys, nigga.
first draft of this innovative plan was completed in 1856. The first masonry building to be raised in this manner was located at the corner of Dearborn and Randolph Street. Constructed from brick, this building was 750 tons, 4 stories high, and 70 feet in length.
4 stories. 7 stories. But
The building was raised up by 6 feet, with apparently no damage done to the structure.
impossible. Impossible. You buried on top of them in 6 feet. What the fuck is y'all talking about? And move this stuff in its place. Where do you move a whole building at that time by people and the people are still in there? Get the fuck out of here.
By 1860, engineers were feeling suitably
Without them knowing? Get the fuck out of here.
emboldened by their earlier successes in raising buildings piecemeal, so they set out to raise an entire city block. The block on Lake Street consisted of stone and brick commercial buildings which housed offices, shops, and printers, some as tall as 5 stories high. In total, this city block covered 1 acre of land. It took 5 days, 6 engineers, 600 workmen, and 6,000 jack screws to raise the Lake Street block high enough for people to walk at the old ground level. Each of these workmen had to turn their jack screws simultaneously in order for the plan to work. Astonishingly, over the course of these 5 days, it was business as usual for the people who worked and traded in these buildings.
Are you kidding me? The story used to cover up genocide of our people is insane for you to even believe that.
A steel magnate
In
called
America, you got to be insane to believe this. Something's wrong with you. You got to be insane to believe in the American dream. I mean, literally crazy for you to repeat this to a person like me. Okay.
Joseph Ryerson wrote about this event in his memoirs, describing it as a feat of mechanical operation the country had never heard of before. Many more buildings were raised in this manner, with its occupants and furnishings still within, with no damage to the buildings whatsoever. George Pullman, the engineer who won the contract to raise the Tremont House Hotel, got the job by promising that not a single pane of glass would be broken during the process. Advertisements in local newspapers offering contracts for building raising jobs abounded. One such advertisement, dated 29th of January, 1857, was placed by Mr. James Hollingworth. It read, "The subscriber would like to announce that he is ready to make contracts for raising business blocks to grade, and all other operations pertaining to the removal and raising of buildings of wood, brick, or stone of any size to any desired height or to any distance." Remarkably, the same procedure was applied to a building with iron foundations.
That's crazy. In 1865, the same technique was used to do iron places.
1865. Not only was the building itself very heavy, but its floors were laden with 27 tons worth of heavy goods.
Oh, the floors itself was way down with 27 what? Tons. 27 million tons?
7 tons worth of heavy goods. Not only was the building itself very heavy, but its floors were laden with 27 tons worth of heavy goods.
27 tons of heavy goods in iron buildings. Sounds like a vault to me.
However, the engineers who were assigned to the job, our Mr. Hollingsworth and his associate, Mr. Coughlin,
Y'all
raised the
got it
building
right.
without leaving so much as a single crack in it. And they also managed to raise the stone sidewalk outside it. One example of how hydraulic lifts were used during this incredible phase in Chicago's history was Franklin House. The engineer, John C. Lane, raised this building that was situated on Franklin Street using technology that had been used in San Francisco as early as 1853.
Wait a minute. Not San Francisco. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my, not San Francisco. See, Mitchell, you doing too much talking and not enough supporting when you call it in, Mitchell. You're going on timeout, sir. You ain't been calling it in, sir. You're just doing a lot of typing. So you're a professional clerical worker. I don't want that in my class. The women are working, sir. You don't get a chance to type that. You gotta put it to use. I don't give a fuck about them words. Let me hear it, sir. Let me know you're paying attention, Mr. Mitchell. Okay? Your nice little suit and tie emoji ain't gonna cut it here. Not anymore, sir. Not with all this work these women is putting down and you can't say nothing but got clerical work. I don't want to hear that shit. You don't support enough in my classroom to have your feet up on these desks. Your little monetary support ain't even there, buddy. Press 1. It's not there, champion. No, sir. You ain't got nothing to do with the hydraulic system in Frisco. You just running your mouth, saying things in my chat while the movie playing. Press 1. You ain't doing no research. No, bro. No, you ain't doing. You trying to fool me. Press 1. It's a hydraulic power in San Francisco, Mitchell. So what does that do to you? Nothing. It don't bring nothing. But you know what it do for me, sir? Why you doing all it take me back to San Francisco in the fall of San Francisco. You see that, Mitchell? Don't you fucking type in my shit, Mitchell, until you got your brain ready and your notes ready to go. You don't have no info to lead these women, bro, who raises kids. Y'all just are professional. What I learned about the black man in America, you niggas do more typing, nigga, than the females who came over with the French in the early 1900s. You hear B, you hear Rio, you hear these sisters, you hear Deb, you grow you some balls. On to the script. Get you some balls rolling with yourself, sir. Press what?
Buildings were destroyed.
Uh-oh. Hey, let's go back to the earthquake. Now, classroom. We just got finished talking about the hydraulic power system, okay? Okay, sit in the back, Mitchell. You go to the row 54. You're not there yet. You can't lead these women. They leading you. That's the problem. See, I'm leading women. See, that's different, Mitchell. You want to hang at the row. You see, Wakanda, I lead Wakanda, nigga, never in my life I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 black women in support of me personally. You not about to fuck this up, nigga. Y'all not, you niggas trying to hang around Kev ain't finna fuck this up, nigga. With these women over here to knowledge and wisdom, the glory of God, bro. And we've been at the bottom for years. We all from the mud, trust me. And what we know about niggas is niggas will piggyback and type their motherfucking ass off just to fool around for $10 a month. That ain't rolling no more. Okay? So the Lane's hydraulic power system, Mitchell, this is given by women. Now, you see the way I made that shit look like I did it? No. This is Wakanda. Now listen up, chumps.
At 5 a.m. Pacific time, a 7.9 magnitude earthquake hit San Francisco.
A 7.9.
In the resulting fire, 3,000 people died and 80%.
Look at them buildings in Frisco. Dude, don't that remind you of Europe? Huh? Those are our churches. Don't tell me about Tartaria. Don't tell me about Tartaria. Don't tell me about Europe. Don't tell me about Frisco. See, if you knew this was here, you would know where you were. They weren't here. You had this. You are Tartaria, nigga. That is you. Y'all my people. We are the same people. Facts.
And 80% of buildings were destroyed.
80% of the buildings was destroyed, nigga.
It was considered the deadliest earthquake in the United States
in
history.
the United States.
But how did it happen?
Come on.
Well, if you look through the history of this earthquake, they claim that hydraulic mining.
Wait a minute. I thought Rome was over there.
Of the gold rush.
I thought Rome was over there.
This earthquake in the United States history. But how did it happen? Well, if you look through the history.
I thought the Colossus was over there. They're some liars.
Of this earthquake, they claim that hydraulic mining in the later years of the gold rush caused this to happen.
Huh? Not hydraulic mining. Not hydraulic mining. Oh. You think you finna type in my shit, Mitchell? See, you thought, nigga.
When people died and 80% of buildings were destroyed.
I'm trying to save my people.
It was considered the deadliest earthquake in the United States history. But how did it happen? Well, if you look through the history of this earthquake, they claim that hydraulic mining in the later years of the gold rush caused this to happen. Very reminiscent of hydraulic fracking.
Look at that.
So we're told that
Look at this, bro.
it's just a case of messing around with Mother Nature until you find out what happens.
Look.
But is there a possibility that this was done on purpose?
Yes. Them not real white people that live there. Bro, these photo ops was insane after you fell. This was all to hide what happened.
This earthquake created purposefully to destroy the city of San Francisco.
Talk to me.
In many places around the world, you have the same story.
What
These
they say?
highly ornate cities just wiped off the map.
Look at that. Another gateway.
The history of this earthquake is quite peculiar.
Look at this, family.
And a lot of things about it just don't make any sense.
Looks like Berlin, don't it? Looks like the bombing of Nazi Germany. No, y'all just don't know. When the propaganda and how it was used to make you think the theater of war, they went off to war against some person, when the war was always against you, sir.
The memory of the old San Francisco lives on, if only in pictures.
Huh? So the people, this is before the destruction. So they had wagons on people on places like this. White man come over here and black man come over here in wagons from France. You feel me? They say built by the Tartarians. Now you know. Ain't no such thing as no damn Tartarian. There's you. They always trying to erase you and give you some old myth. Ain't no Tartaria. It's the genocide of who you call the African Americans and their people, the Victorians. The free people of Virginia. You so caught up in the propaganda of fake stories and illustrations, you really think Virginians wore pilgrim outfits. No, the pilgrims is right there moving on in. You don't see them? Right there. Oh my goodness. Oh, they got pictures. Oh, they got pictures of what you looked like before. But it ain't no damn Tartaria. It ain't no damn Tartaria. Family, I got a couple more to show you. And then I'm going to take some calls and I'm gone. I'm going to take some calls and see who ready. I got the Maritime Underground Railroad on the way. Monday is going to be great. Monday is going to be great because, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Because I'm actually just here for my class. Make sure you're at the correct tier. Producing content 4 times a week. Make sure I have in class 4 times a week. And I got Coffee and Kush on my other page. I'm getting started today. So I got a lot to do, a lot of editing, a lot of stories to create, and 10-minute videos and 5-minute videos out of the content I already have. So I'm very busy. And I urge everyone to support, get on the correct tier and support this class because we outro, set and sail already. Let's get to the truth. Oh, this is what I wanted to tell y'all. I wanted to show y'all. Y'all see my Discord is going off with nothing but notes. You see that? You see that? That's notes. That's the sound of people dropping notes in my Discord. No more am I bullshitting around with people talking about no damn notes and trying to keep me confused with notes they already turned in. Why I'm not doing it. You see the significance between hydraulic systems and earthquakes and how detrimental that they are. They will wipe out a whole block and say, I don't know what happened. It was just fires everywhere when they were hydraulically lifting and destroying whole towns. Talk about earthquake. Shit, all you got to do is give it a good press of a button. That's just going to go wong, 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 and destroy the whole San Francisco. Press 1. So as I go on, this is what we were studying this week at the row. Make sure you there. I'm not coming back. So my people at the 510, you got this. People at the correct tier, the Kevin Radio, I got a lot coming for y'all. And yeah, this is kind of like today's Sunday. Today is my last day just pumping out free content. I do not get, I don't get paid for this. I don't get paid for this. I get supported by the people who believe in what I'm doing. It's correct. You know what I'm saying? And that's who's driving this channel. The people who got these types of notes enable me to get up here and just be a presenter of great information and things that make us go, I'm no longer, don't send me nothing. If you're not in my advanced class, you're not there. Just stay on the ship, stay in class. It takes a lot to be part of this class and the advanced class. You don't want to be there. Kev is tough. I'm tough on them, but they're women. So if they can take it, I figure you can too. What the fuck? I figure if the women can take it and then deliver in such a way where I'm able to perform like Joe Rogan, he's not doing all that by himself. He's got all these white people and all these white boys helping him become a successful billionaire by doing what? By doing what? So if you want to help Kev in this knowledge grow, that's the path that I'm taking. Not to be a damn billionaire. Oh, but to produce more content and be protected in what we do here. Here's another rare footage of
a lost piece of Bay Area history unearthed at a flea market and shown for the very first time tonight to the public.
The rare footage of San Francisco following the 1906 earthquake will end up in the Library of Congress.
Wow.
ABC 7 News reporter Katie Yuta shows it to you first.
I knew this was going to be special.
David Keene threads the projector.
This is the way they've done it since the 1890s, really.
And he restores the films.
The Edison Theater in Niles
He's the man in the high castle. He restores the films.
is a historic gem in and of itself. Built in 1913, Charlie Chaplin used to watch movies here.
Charlie Chaplin used to watch movies here, bruh.
This premiere
Look at this, bro. Look at this.
of a film nearly lost to history.
This is when a whole country came over here and helped rebuild, take all this rubble apart.
This is, the missing Niles brothers film.
Hey, don't he look like one of the dudes that was on the train? Because he's a child of them. They came after the destruction. Press 1. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hit that Cash App as well. My cash tag is Gills Gang. Shout out to Arca, Amanda, Deborah. Shout out to y'all for making it, and Lita McCoy yesterday I didn't get to, for making today's show possible, G.
It's been missing for over 100 years. We know about its existence, but until now we've not known where it is.
The Miles brothers shot Trip Down Market Street
Now,
in
in
the
a place where y'all created cars and buildings and this, here they go.
days before the 1906 San Francisco earthquake and fire.
They shot almost 2 hours of film after the earthquake, and very little of it survives.
Look.
I think this is one of the longest
And,
survivors.
and look at his face. Oh my goodness. If this ain't Constantine, I don't know what is. Do you think he's an American? Fuck no. Oh no, this nigga's this Dutch film producer. Press 1. What's my Patreon address? Y'all's chosen? Put it in the chat room.
Pieces.
The lost footage was discovered last year.
As black people, we are putting this together, me and my team. We are putting this study together. We did it. We have it. The Victorians, the destructions, the drugs, the amendments. We have. Oh my goodness. We got the destiny of the spear of destiny, sir.
Remain a flea market and in fragile condition.
And I just set up a digital camera that would take a single frame for each frame of the film. And so 8,655 frames of film later, I was able to put it on the computer.
Descendants of the Miles brothers are seeing its public debut.
It's just blowing my mind.
Look what we did. Look, it blows his mind. Oh, it make us cry. I say it make God's people cry. It's blowing his mind, though. But it destroyed our community. Our whole civilization was wiped out. Oh, no Indian story here, sir. These are the Victorians. These are Virginians, bro. These are your Constitution. These are the people. That the Constitution, we the people. And y'all killed them, bro. And y'all are foreigners, bro. You see the difference in us? We hurt because of that. We hurt because we was destroyed. And it's amazing. That's why God is going to destroy. That's why. That's why New York is sinking. Because you're going back to sea level. And you know you belong underwater. Press 1. The rat tunnels will be closed, champion.
This whole part of my family history that
Listen to what he say. This whole part of
my family history that I grew up not knowing about.
It's like a bookend to the trip down Market Street.
The footage will be converted back to film, so it'll last another 100 years.
It's just scary to think that there's something like that out there that we almost missed. Makes you wonder what else is out there.
Mr. Gillespie is here. Don't play with me. Support this broadcast makes you wonder. I can hear, you can't. I'm a problem, you're not. I can speak for you, you can't speak for me. I can see your detrimented state, you can't see mine. I know what got us in this position. I know why we fucked up. I know who robbed us. I know when they got here. I know the who, what, where, when, and why, and how. I operate on a supreme level. They got y'all in allegories. They got you worshiping Allah, death square. They got you worshiping your own sacrifice. They got you worshiping your own death of the Christ. They got you worshiping the Kaaba. They got you worshiping Kaliman, the Eastern philosophies. Nigga, you can't be, ain't no Allah in the Constitution or in the ecclesiastical law. No, ain't no Buddha there. There is nobody who can write law sitting up there with their chakras wide the fuck open and a pineal gland. That ain't don't exist. That's not real in real life. That's women fairy tales that niggas believe in today. That's not real. That's why God is on y'all niggas. Is gonna force you to speak. And then you're gonna expose yourself that you can't speak. You've been running around this earth talking about you God and you's a 7 and 6%er and you a Muslim and you an Israelite, and in real life you an enemy of the state. You an enemy of the estate. You an enemy of God's kingdom. You an enemy of the people. You are legion. You are for this. The genocide, the Black Holocaust. Now, we've been on the air an hour and 30 minutes. Press 1. I'm not getting too much support. So I try to do a drive-by. It's just Saturday, so I don't get too much support. But what I can say is support the row. How you niggas say how y'all gonna support these niggas? They don't even support the community. They can't even say what's underground. Crip Mac can't describe to you what China Mac family did to him and his family. They can't explain to you why they are rats and why you are people of the day, why they buried you under. You can't speak for the people they buried underground. We just showed y'all that the trains that was brought into these places illegal. So you already know these was 2-3 foot trains. You know they was filled with cargo. You know they turned the whole air. You know it was a big old crematorium around in America. It's time to tell the truth about the sacrifice. Press 1. I got one more to show you. I can't go yet. I can't go yet. I got one more. I have to get my students ready for class. I got one more. We're going to smoke them out of their holes, B. I don't like rats. Brother, they don't like me. In fact, I know some rats who's pretending to be me. Press 1. Bars. Press 1. You like how I can say bars, right? AI couldn't figure me out. The algorithm can't block Mr. Yogurt on a spoon himself. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, it's called the Gillespie algorithm, okay? It's mine. I just have to adjust. It's all mine, family. Let's hit the like button. Here's 60 Miles of Forgotten Tunnel. This is given by way of Shiva. Thank you for all of the work that you do. Thank for his glory for bringing a law. Thank you, Amanda, for the urban conservative. It's just thank Wakanda for all that they do, especially the support from the EBT program. If it wasn't for these nurses at the new school of Mr. Gillespie, it wouldn't be no EBT program, I'm trying to tell you. Shout out to Lori. She makes sure that the EBT program stays up and running. No matter how bad you feel about Britney crazy self, she helps maintain the EBT program. So you can get mad at anybody if you want to. Just know they're doing the work. Okay? They are. Fellas, it's time for y'all to step it up.
Below the sewers and subways of Chicago are over 60 miles of forgotten 19th and 20th century train tunnels. This mysterious labyrinth, once connecting the
Oh my goodness. You see how biblical it get? Listen to the words that come out their mouth.
below the sewers and
Below the sewers and subways of Chicago.
subways of Chicago are over 60 miles of forgotten 19th and 20th century train tunnels.
Now look, did y'all see how big those tunnels was? Very small, but very, very well made.
This mysterious labyrinth, once connecting the majority of the city's most prominent buildings, has sat in abandonment and disarray for the better part of
Only
a century.
people who use them is Mexicans in the drug trade, the Sinaloa cartel. Press right.
Today, we will uncover the forgotten story of the Chicago tunnels. I'm your host, Ryan Sokash,
Now look,
and you're
look
watching.
familiar? Like Disneyland, don't it? Look familiar? There go Mario and Luigi right there. Press 1.
Not like this.
Underground.
Not like this.
Like little rats. Now these tunnels are small. Don't they look big? They look like the men go through. You couldn't get through there. You will spend the rest of your life chasing these little niggas through these tunnels. Let me tell you something. I'm not going in there chasing these little rat people. I can't fit. Do you know what you look like taking a knee and looking in there? Do you understand what I'm saying? Hezbollah can fit. He can walk right through that motherfucker. They look like regular people too, don't they? Them people 2-3 feet tall. 2-3 feet tall, okay?
It's history. Around the turn of the century, the city of Chicago was one of the most congested urban spaces in the United States.
Look at them taking things. Look,
of America.
taking things and moving things. Look.
Chaos might even be the most proper word to describe
Order out of chaos, okay? No cars on the street, just horses and carriages. Right. Do y'all know them horses and carriages were actually on the train? They was taking them off the train and putting them up on the carriage. Remember, the trains were very small. This is your train. Listen to me. The trains were very small. These right here were taken off the train, as if you were taking a train cart off the train. That's what these are. So they was bringing supplies, and they're moving. So these ain't just people wandering around with carts. These are the things that was on the train. Facts.
Between the horse-drawn carts were streets gridlocked by the pedestrians moving in every direction.
They didn't even know how to live on the upper ground. But you see how foggy it is in the street? This is a real picture. You see how foggy it is in the street? Okay, the street is filled up with smoke and shit. It ain't just foggy like that for no reason.
And although the city attempted to alleviate these issues in 1892 with the introduction of the elevated rapid transport known locally as the L, the foundation of the new track structure obstructed valuable curb areas otherwise useful for loading. The train commuters indeed saved time, but cargo loading guaranteed lane blockage, wreaking havoc on the trolley cars making their way throughout the loop. Factors were grossly compounded.
Trying to explain why all this is going on right here. Why? They moved these towns right on in. You want me to show you? Let me take it off. Let me show you how they did it. See, y'all think those is regular buildings. They're not. Press 1. I'm going to show you how they got these buildings in here. Real fast, too. It's very important, class, that y'all pay attention to this. And I'm going to show you how they brought these buildings in, so you'll have a mindset of the way I'm raising you up to think. I like the way I said it. I'm raising you up to think clear. Watch this one. You gonna love this. Look. You see this? They bringing these buildings in on train tracks. You don't see that? They brought them right on in, World Fair style, right on them tracks. You don't see it? All them buildings are brought in like that. They was bringing them in and placing them, bringing them in and placing them. bringing them in and setting them, removing the tracks, saying, "Oh, this was already. Look at this one." It was bringing them in. Okay, so let's get back to our study. I just want you to know, it's real.
Other component known as coal. You see, coal was a primary power source for Chicagoans, and demand was abundant. Looking back, it's almost ironic to consider that the city literally emerged from ash to become covered in ash. The delivery of coal was a massive element of the cargo logistics impeding the city's quality of life.
Wait.
Not only jamming up already overcrowded streets, but dirtying them with the removal of its byproduct, ash.
Wait
Even
a
the
minute.
Chicago Tribune.
Huh? What did they just say? Wait, did they just take a cart right off of there?
And although the city
Wait a
attempted
minute.
to alleviate these issues in 1892 with the introduction of the elevated rapid transport known locally as the L, the foundation of the new track structure obstructed valuable curb areas otherwise useful for loading. The train commuters indeed saved time, but cargo loading guaranteed lane blockage, wreaking havoc on the trolley cars making their way throughout the loop. Factors were grossly compounded by another component known as coal. You see, coal...
Look at that. Look at that. Right off the train. Looks huge, don't it? Not if them trains are smaller than you thought they were. Look.
Coal was a...
Coal equals carbon. Wow. Remember, let's take a listen. Remember the people say, we carbonated. Watch this.
Primary power source for Chicago.
Look how it take the train.
Demand was abundant.
Look.
Looking back, it's almost ironic to consider that the city literally emerged from ash to become covered in ash.
Look at this.
The delivery of coal was a massive element of the cargo logistics impeding the city's quality of life.
Wow.
Not only jamming up already overcrowded streets, but dirtying them with the removal of its byproduct, ash. Even the Chicago Tribune gave its warning in 1874 that the huge increase of factories, hotels, and new skyscrapers with their steam-powered elevators was a serious problem.
Were they? No. That was a lie. Oh, they were. What did that lady say when she came from Ellis Island? Oh, it smelled like flesh. It smelled like a damn Holocaust around here.
One journalist commented, "So dense is this volume of smoke that
Look.
unless there's a brisk,
Look.
stringing
Look.
breeze, the whole of it..."
What were they burning at this time? What were they burning at this time? You don't see it. You gonna wish you seen it. What are they burning?
Journalist commented, "So dense is this volume of smoke
Look,
that unless..."
well, if this was Germany, you would say that was the Holocaust. If this was Germany and Adolf Hitler was in power, which he was at this time, you would say, oh, that was Holocaust. They burned people. That's right. They burning people. Keep that
There's
energy.
a brisk, stringing breeze.
Look,
The whole of
look
it
how
settles
smoky it was. Look.
down in the central part of the
The
city.
whole nation was running off of coal. What was coal doing? Or there you go, organic tissue. What was the coal doing? It was moving things. They're using bodies to power steam trains. They're getting rid of it. The bodies. This is a cremation. You don't get it. You don't even know what a cremation look like by people who stand in 5'1" and 4'2" and 3'9". Okay, you think this is big. Oh no, this is very small on a big level. You see them X's on there? X marked the spot. You know that. You know X marked the spot. You know X is where bodies is. I don't even know why y'all playing with me. Them on the sides of the train. What was they doing in these plants? To make all of America smoky. All of these cities smoky like that. They was hiding something, family.
And leaves its dirty imprint. From today's perspective, this type of commentary presents a strong contrast to the tourist-praised city of glorious architecture that we know today. Another example comes from author Rudyard Kipling, who was quoted on February the 8th, 1891, in simply stating that Chicago's air is dirt. Newspaper editors crusaded tirelessly against the smoke horror.
Wait a minute. Look at
91 in simply stating that Chicago's air is dirt. comes from author Rudyard Kipling, who was quoted on February the 8th, 1891, in simply stating
Look at
that
this.
Chicago's
Look
air
how
is
look how
dirt.
they take the coal in
Newspaper
there.
editors
And
crusaded
watch how the
tirelessly against the smoke horror, proclaiming that the city will shortly be blackened in appearance, new as it is, and grow unhealthier. And although there was not a great solution for the so-called air of dirt, containment of the ash and resulting congestion of the streets.
See how I dumped it? See how I took it right off the cart and dumped it? That was all going on underground. Now, you ain't hear me. That was all. You see how I took that cart and dumped all the shit and then returned it? It was all empty, right? What you think that is? Carbon. One thing about me is I know I'm right. I feel so good about this information. You feel me? I want to get off the air, but I got class. I got a show to do on Coffee and Kush TV. It's time for that program, and we got a lot of shit talking to do today. But this right here, this should awaken you somehow. This is deep. This is very deep.
Could be addressed by moving it all 40 feet below ground. The construction of the tunnels began under the watchful eye of Chief Engineer George W. Jackson.
You see that? They made it seem like it was all legal, and the chief engineer and this one and that one. This was all illegal.
Architecture that we know today. Another example comes from
that?
author Rudyard Kipling, who was quoted on February the 8th, 1891, in simply stating that Chicago's air is dirt.
If
Newspaper
Chicago
editors
air is dirt, what are they saying?
crusaded tirelessly against
You were made from the
smoke
dust of the land. Never mind. Let me stop.
horror, proclaiming that the city will shortly be blackened in appearance, new as it is, and grow unhealthier. And although there was not a great solution for the so-called air of dirt,
What they do?
containment of the ash and resulting congestion of the streets could be addressed by moving it all 40 feet below ground.
40.
The construction of the tunnels began under the watchful eye of Chief.
Oh my goodness. So they couldn't do it above ground no more. It was causing too much smut. Let's move this shit underground. And let's have underground furnaces. Let me keep going. Y'all playing.
Engineer George W. Jackson, as the Illinois Telephone and Telegraph Company built the first 26 miles of tunnel to hold telegraph and telephone cables. In 1899,
Lying their ass off. Lying their ass off. You see that? He came up with the excuse afterward.
narrow gauge railway was laid within the tunnels to help with excavation. However, the project stalled after the company ran out of money, and this is where things became interesting. In 1905, the Illinois Tunnel Company took over construction, expanding the network to 60 miles. On July 7th, 1905, an 11-car train was dispatched from the Erie Freight House, marking the start of a new era.
Look at this!
Stores like Marshall Field's could now move merchandise, packages, and waste to and from their locations.
Man, they was picking up people and dropping them. People was coming right up out of there like a bunch of Latinos coming across that damn border. No, this is crazy. This is disheartening.
And although it is unclear if the railway was part of the company's plan from the start, they did not inform the city that they were building a railroad until construction was fairly well along. Apparently, there was fear of political interference. To be clear, this railroad
it's
was never
illegal. How you gonna build something in somebody else's country underground? Look at the nose on this fucker here. Look at the nose on this fucker. You see this? Those look like packages from Europe. Those look like Christmas gifts. That's like the Liberty train myth that they talking about that road underground. If you ask anybody about the Liberty train, they'll be like, we didn't see no goddamn Liberty train come to this bitch. Press one. It was all underground. Like little rats building tunnels, looking to ideologically subvert. Damn, Squidward. This is facts, bro.
intended to transport passengers, just cargo. By diverting freight from slow-moving wagons on congested streets to electronic trains running beneath them, it would
Stop, bro. They were stealing.
be possible to move goods of almost every description quickly between railroad stations, boat docks, department stores, and factories.
There it is there. You see the cover. You see them.
The building of a subway for freight rather than for passengers was practically unheard of.
What?
Outside of the famous mail...
Look at this. Look at this. The mail, it was already being done. That's what they were using to transport the mail all over the country. Remember, George is the postmaster. Remember, the mail trucks delivered the mail everywhere and was delivered. How? They took it out the train that was running on the ground. The government knew this. These tunnels been here. They go to all of our communities. They didn't make this. The Postmaster General. This is how you don't get robbed by no cowboys. Damn stupid stories. Look.
Handling London Railway that would later appear. It was unique on a global scale.
Told you.
In 1902, the company informed the city that they were indeed building a railroad inside of their telephone conduits. And after arduous rounds of negotiation with city council, lasting an entire year.
That's impossible. That's a threat against who commissioned that? Who are you? Where's the law that permits you to lift whole grounds off the ground? Where's the law that permitted you to do this? Now, I'm not talking about afterward. The whole thing is illegal. Let's go.
Company was finally authorized.
They bring in Russian guns and cannons and things over here in German. You can fucking use that as the hostage. Everybody, we just regularly working people. Y'all come up and got a whole army in our nation. No wonder all of our black communities was destroyed. No wonder that we got ran out and ran through and purposely genocide. No wonder our great-grandfathers were afraid to tell the truth of what happened to them. They go inside of a restaurant, y'all move the whole restaurant around the corner and then pretend like he got LSD and pretend like he needs to belong in. Sir, where are you from? Oh, I thought I came out to go to bed and woke up and came outside. And now what the fuck is this? Oh, man, do you own anything? Let me see your ID. Oh, my goodness, you must be lost. Oh, you crazy. Let's go to the asylum. You need help. This is the catastrophe that was going on at the time. You want to know how people ended up in the asylum? They didn't know where they was.
To operate the railways, but with a hefty franchise payment. Construction crews dug tunnels under nearly every downtown street at a depth of 40 feet.
So why they acting like they don't know why these tunnels is underground? Why they acting like, oh, the Illuminati got tunnels underground? No, ain't no damn Illuminati. Coffee and Kush TV, Cairo University on air.
What's up, Professor? This is Captain. I'm calling back. I got to redeem myself from earlier.
What happened?
I felt like my topic wasn't on topic, but I feel like I'm on topic on this one. There's an old children's book called The Boxcar Children.
Uh-huh.
It was like one of the books you had to read growing up. So it was written by this woman, Gertrude Warner. It's all going to come together, I promise. And it was published by this publishing company, Rand McNally. So with Rand McNally, they created the maps for the trains underground. And they also had a publishing company that published all the papers and editorials that came out of the Chicago Tribune. And also they created the tallest steel skyscraper, the world's tallest skyscraper. And it was in 1898 that they held the World's Fair in Chicago, all in that same building.
Wow, that's incredible.
And
go ahead.
At the end of their lives, they also created the Masonic Temple in the same city. It was all Rand McNally. is two people, but they have a name as one. I don't know why, but they originally published the Boxcar Children. That was about these 4 orphan kids who were lost, and their parents died of illness, and they had to live in the boxcar and solve mysteries. I guess that's how they made the.
Oh my goodness!
Made the stories. And everything you were saying today, from the illness, from the plagues, and the Chicago, and the cars, the box cars have to be small because the trains are small. And Rand McNally created the rail system at the same time that they had the World's Fair, all in the same building. But yeah, that's what I got.
Thank you,
for
sir.
today, sir, and it's all connected.
Thank you, sir.
But yeah, just something for to contribute.
Yes, sir. And that's perfect because we need every bit of that type of information. This is all new, so like you, myself, we watched these shows and never got why it was the boxcar or let's say Unsolved Mysteries or these little space shows, and come to find out it's all just subliminal jargon for the takeover of America. So I thank you, champ.
The whole time.
No
problem, Professor. I'm heading to the back.
My man. Shout out to him and his family. See, you don't got to do too much here. That small bit of information give a clear perspective, especially on my uncles and my father and shit on the show that they was watching. I used to come and watch TV and be like, I don't understand this type of shit. This shit weird, space, different reality. But then you look at it, it's like, oh my goodness. Especially with the perspective we got now. It's always good to go back and look at these things and see them for what they are. You know, like he obviously sees those things you can't really explain in these shows. Like, why did they do it that way? You see it like, wait a minute. They were really hiding it right in my face? Yes.
This depth ensured that most tunnels would run through clay.
40 feet.
This depth ensured that most tunnels would run through clay, which simplified the tunneling. The relatively small size of the tunnels meant that standard train cars could not be used. Instead, especially built freight cars measuring about 10 feet in length and
5 feet in
width
you hear this?
To be used. In 1906, the Freight Tunnel Railway opened under the name the Chicago Tunnel Company.
These companies help facilitate the overthrow of America. Look at them. You know why you can't find the Nazis in these things? They went underground and became Americans. That's why.
Freight loads typically consisted of small packages from department stores destined to mail order customers located outside of the downtown area.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Non-liquid commodities of all types destined to wholesalers and large
They moved the
retail
whole
customers.
army in here.
Coal for building heating and the removal.
Look how easy it is to
ash.
dump your body and ashes out. And next, coal. What was the dude? What was Martin's friend name? Coal, nigga.
In 19
And Shiva just said, as above, so below. You see that? As above, so below. Oh my goodness. Or as below, so above. Oh, these people.
In 2010, the company reported to the State and Federal Regulation Commission that they had nearly 60 miles of track.
Look. By the time they found out, they was already everywhere.
And
Look.
22 connections with railroad freight houses and 45 commercial buildings. It was even estimated that the company the removal
Which was all illegal.
of heating ash. In 1910, the company reported to the State and Federal Regulation Commission that they had nearly 60 miles of track and 22 connections
you imagine?
with railroad freight houses and 45 commercial buildings. It was even estimated that the company's little trains had diverted the equivalent of 1.3 million vehicle trips from from the street.
Boom.
Prominent buildings such as the Board of Trade.
Now hold up. Now I'm gonna show you it was like a roller coaster. Look at the top of the trains.
45 commercial buildings.
Look at the top of the trains.
It was even estimated
Hey, Robbie,
that the
look.
company's little trains had diverted the
Look at the top.
equivalent of 1 point.
You see, it's like Magic Mountain. The rails are really at the top. They're hanging rails. So it's fast as hell. They're speeding through, toom, 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 toom. Like little Oompa Loompas, bro.
3 million vehicle trips from the street. Prominent buildings such as the Board of Trade, City Hall, Merchandise Mart, the Federal Reserve Bank,
Look.
the Chicago Tribune.
Say it again. The what? The Federal Reserve, bro. Didn't I tell y'all they used it on the iron and lifted 27 million tons out of the what? All right, then.
Prominent buildings such as the Board of
Gold.
Trade, City Hall,
Gold.
Merchandise Mart, the Federal Reserve Bank, the Chicago Tribune, the Civic Opera House, the Field Museum, and dozens of others all utilized the service. But sadly, the dream was just smoke and things declined fast. The telephone side of the business was disconnected.
Why you think Cleveland gave the gold to J.P. Morgan? You never seen it again.
In 1916 due to excessive losses. By 1924, traffic had declined slightly, even though the number of commercial buildings had risen to 60. The following decades only brought further trouble, and the company was only marginally profitable, a relatively low number of connections to online buildings being the primary factor. Unfortunately,
That's because they wasn't supposed to be there. You just made it up.
of tunneling into new buildings was frequently borne by their owners, and in many cases, it did not make economic sense. For many potential users, it would simply have been cheaper to order a wagon or later motor truck to pull up to the curb.
Wow.
The enterprise's original concept of diverting freight from the street and putting it underground was novel and certainly centuries or more ahead of its time. Unfortunately, the system's physical constraints and the changing nature of the world made its business model impossible to sustain. During the 40s and 50s, connecting railroads had largely discontinued the handling of small packages and had closed or relocated their freight hubs to outlying areas. The construction of the passenger subway, now used by Chicago Transit Authority, had forever severed connections to some of the Loop's most prominent department stores. Motor trucks stole most of the freight business, light manufacturing was disappearing from the Loop, and finally, buildings were converting from coal to gas heating. The end of operations came in 1959, and to help pay creditors, most of the locomotives and freight cars were sold for $65,000 in scrap, as were the electrical distribution systems that powered the trains. All that remained were 62 miles of track, tunnels, foregone entrances, and miscellaneous relics that would almost certainly become faded in time. Considering that one of the world's top minds, Elon Musk, has also recently invested great consideration on building a futuristic tunnel in Chicago, this type of undertaking really does seem visionary. I found the ideas of the former president of the Chicago Tunnel Company, Sherman W. Tracy, to be equally inspired, in his own words. In their economic aspects,
Look at that.
the tunnels are an integral part of Chicago's great scheme of trade and transportation, and they serve of time, labor, and money. In their civic value, they relieve street congestion, eliminate wear on the pavements, and reduce the volume of noise and dirt. They offer sanitary
And when they lifted the cities up, that's when this shit was built. Illegally.
advantages in the movements of food
Y'all
and
see this.
perishables, because the tunnels are clean and the air within them is pure and of an even temperature. They are an influence in the lowering of the much discussed cost of distribution. The tunnels are 40 feet under the surface. They are below the sewers,
Wait a
maze
minute.
of pipes,
Nigga,
wires.
that's dynamite. That's TNT. Look. You know, nigga, we all watch cartoons, fellas. We know what's in those barrels, bro. Let me stop this right here. I don't care how old your ass is. Nigga, you know what's in those barrels. And that's funny that those barrels are so big that they sticking out the top of them small ass Thomas the Trains that was made for little Hezbollah's dwarfs. You see that picture? Oh, this is some very small. Man, could you imagine them pumping all this dynamite and then blowing up San Francisco? Just blowing it up. You see how they blew you up? From the bottom up. They blew it up, nigga. This is the truth. This is what was the what? The earthquake. It was big.
Cables and conduits and are below the level of any passenger subway that may ever be built. They are unheard as well as unseen. Unlike a tunnel through a hill or under a stream.
Unheard and unseen. Look at the Red Cross. You see it? Busted.
Not like this.
Look.
Not like this.
Busted. Black people, you gotta wake up. Look at this.
Emerge nowhere. They are reachable only by elevators, and they end.
They reachable by elevators. The Chicago Syndicate. This is them. This is them. Cairo University on the air. What up?
Man, you fire right now, champ. What you just was speaking on, it made me think of Donkey Kong, man. And I just looked up on YouTube the barrel blast, and like when I looked it up on, you know how there's one in the tunnels on Donkey Kong, coming up as you play the game, you just made me think about that when you just brought up the barrels. And dang, Kel, that's crazy because I just was looking up in Chicago too. They had a mass grave of 38,000 people, and you going hard today, brother.
Yes, we
you
should.
doing what you're doing, but yeah, man.
Thank you, champion.
Man, yes, sir. I'm gonna get back with you. You know, I'm gonna get some research in. Yes, sir.
Man. Very, very important. This is very important. What was they doing with this? What was they doing with them barrels? I'm gonna show you what they were doing. See, fellas, one thing is for sure. Two things for certain. Wakanda is on this shit like never before. Press 1. See, by the time you about to do some research, fellas, it don't stop. This is every day, all day long, the fraud department. If I wanted to, I'd have been made 100, 200,000. I will stretch this shit out for years, or I can give it to you straight. Press 1. I'd have been on flip this and chop this up into 2-minute clips, nigga. Press 1. Fuck that. 2-minute clips. But why do that? I'm going to give it to you all at one time, scramble your brain, and I got faith that you know that I believe in you enough so that on Monday you can take part in Cairo University. Nothing more, nothing less. I believe in you. Press 1. No, nigga, I don't want to hear that. No, thank you. Thank you. Press 1. Let me show you what they was doing with all this dynamite. 400 killed in mine-wrecked dynamite explosions. Another great mine disaster.
Not like this.
You never made it out.
Not like this.
Press 1. One man escaped from pit. They go inside the tunnel. They never return. Press 1. So it's important that when you come to class, Monday is my time to get up out of here. My support level is what it's going to be. And I want to make sure that I'm appropriately compensated for my time as the professor and making this information work. I don't want to drain myself. There's no reason to stay on. The people who got it, get it. I will see you in class. You know the tier at my university. Everything else is just support and it's being used for all other Coffee and Kush TV, the radio program and all that. But my class, oh yeah, that's $13. That's $1 a day. Keep the doctor away. You should do $3 a day. You should do $4 a day. Shit, you should do $5 a day. Press 1. I should have 1,000 people at $5 a day because I'm out here every day with my foot on the ground and I'm an air,
Press 1. To send a
and I'm a
voicemail,
speaker
press
for the
2.
people. And I make this shit look good, nigga. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
Hey Kev, I was just research. I was looking at those pictures of San Francisco and the ruins when you were showing them, and I was remembering when I was looking up some research, and it was saying that Japan Fire Department was off the coast of the Pacific.
Yes.
And they are the ones that helped put out the fires,
Yes.
the great fires after the
great explosion,
great earthquake. Yeah, the great explosion.
Yes.
So I was just asking myself, like, what was Russia and Japan even doing over here?
Yes.
At that time, anyway.
Yes.
If there was, I was just, everything is making sense right now. I didn't have any idea that they were that they built so much on top of.
The Asian community, Japan built all the tunnels on the West Coast, and so they were the first ones to make Wells Fargo on the West Coast. They were still in the gold from here, taking it back east. Yeah, I know it all, but we know this. This is fun now. We got them.
Right. It's very interesting, sir. And like I said, I was just putting that piece together. I got my books on the way.
Yes, sir.
Although they make you wait a long time to get them.
All right. It'd be like
I'm
that.
waiting.
It'd be like that. And in the meantime, there's something called Google in the tab, but the books make it tangible. It make it more real. You know what I'm saying? It's more like, whoa. I do that because I got so excited when I got my books. I was like, oh, I ain't never spent money on no books, bro. This is different. So when I read my books, it's
one.
Spiritual. Go ahead.
I only have one, but I ordered the 1828 dictionary. But when it came, it wasn't the real dictionary. It was the beginning of the dictionary. So it was explaining how you use the adverbs, the adjectives, nouns, pronouns, all of that. But now I'm wondering, because when I was looking up the Magna Carta and all of that, looking it up on Amazon, it's like, how do you know which one is the right one? Because like when you're looking up the 1828 Webster's Dictionary, they have different versions of it. And I don't want the different versions of it. I also went to bookstores, and it's like virtually impossible. They don't have them at the bookstores. So when I'm looking it up, how do you know what's the right one to get, or is any one of them the right one as far as the Magna Carta?
Magna Carta is basically laws set apart that's set along with the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and things of that nature. So,
right. So is there not a wrong one to pick when looking at order?
I told people to go get their, the Magna Carta, but it's not a part of the course of study, because all of that, we're out of the Magna and we went into corporate depth. So, I tell people to get the Magna Carta.
I just want them all. I want all of the books.
There you go.
I want all of the books. That way I can take my time and I can go through it at my pace and keep going through it at my pace. And then I want a Black's Law Dictionary. I want to be able to go from there to there, and I want to be able to navigate. So when someone calls in and they have the book, I can go directly to where they're referring to, and I can see what it is, and I can learn and put the two and two together, because a lot of the students are a lot farther than me. Even though I want to have the same understanding, I have to understand it my way. So I'm trying to
get this one.
Understand it how everyone.
This one is a hardcover. It's on Amazon. It's called the Magna Carta. This is the one that I got. The Magna Carta and the Disorganized Constitution of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. Get that one.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I will get that, and I'm always in class. Although I don't always do the right thing. I try to participate when I do have time. I did try to participate. Somehow I got blocked because I was BS, and I ain't gonna lie. I should have called in.
Do your homework.
I should have called in. I should have called in. Yeah. I got to get my homework done, and I want to be one of your best students. So I'm just.
Well, that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard to do. That's gonna be hard to do.
Well, I'm not going. I got a lot of work to do, and I'm not going nowhere. So
stay right there. Stay right there. To be one of the best, though, that's some other shit.
Yes.
They crazy.
Well, it's all on it's understanding, and I got a brain like everybody else, and I got great understanding, and I can see everything. It's just knowing how to
can't see
explain
everything. Just
everything.
go back and you got to get in your word. Did you got your scripture?
Right. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. You
Yes,
gotta be
sir.
in
I
your
have
word
my
of God. Your
scripture. I just
foundation
got
got to
the
be
only
right.
book, and I got the Aaron's Rod, and I've been into that. And I'm into that, but I got to get me I have to get more.
What about Chicago?
I'm
What
just
about
started.
this? What about this topic we got at hand? You doing a lot of talking about everything else. What about this topic we got at hand? What about this?
The Chicago, it's amazing because that's where all of the killing is at now, still to this
Sir,
day.
I'm talking about the
and it's
information.
where
See, sir, go on, sit down. You said you can see. You talking about everything else but what you just learned in the video. You cannot be a student here like that. The conversation is the forgotten tunnels under Chicago, not who you are. We don't care about you fucking around in my class. I don't care about that. I'm not here to help you hour to me to death. Okay? Stay in the bungalows. Don't come out here. I'm tough on my students, bro. It's $30 a month. They pay, bro. Oh, they pay for me this hard because they got a teacher who cares. And I'm not here to hold your hand. I'm gonna smack your fingers. Smack when you do the bad thing. Don't do bad things here. Study the correct things. There is no I don't care. I cared for too long. Take the pamper off, put some jeans on, the ones with the zippers on them. Press one and learn how to pee. Zipping your zipper down. Don't unloosen the belt, son. Don't you only pissing. One, zipper down, pee, and pull it back up. I don't want to hear none of all this extra shit. You use the bathroom and get out of here. One. You don't like button. I'm not here to play. God bless y'all, but I'm not here to play with you. I got too many people doing the right thing. Last year we let you niggas kick up dust. This year you niggas gonna be carbon dust.
Against blank walls of concrete. In the process of gathering for shipment by railroad, the freight of each shipper does not go to one freight terminal or in one direction. One shipper.
Look, it don't go everywhere, family. Here go one of my favorite students. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
Yes, sir. It's B from Texas calling back in. I got to call in one more time, kid.
What up, B? What up, B?
All right. I noticed something with that video, the correlation between the fires and they rebuilding. Okay. All right. I looked at Chicago fires happened in 1871.
Go ahead.
Okay. October 8th, 1871. And all right, after that they started rebuilding and they would have they have the World Fairs after that. So I look at it like they had the fires, rebuild everything with over the top, and then here they come bringing their troops in. They got the tunnels and everything they reusing, and the same thing with San Francisco. They had the San Francisco earthquake / fire in 1906.
Go ahead.
And boom, 9 years later. They come with the Panama Pacific International Exposition, which is the California World Fair.
Come on now.
So there they go. There they go with the moving of everything and transferring everything. So that's how they doing it. They break it down and build it back up.
Let's say it again.
And,
They're breaking it down and building it. So they're actually traveling town to town, destroying, genociding, and moving on. And every conquered place becomes part of federalized land and a part of manifest destiny.
And I noticed that they get places close to water. They have to get places close to water, port cities, and
yes,
to start.
Yes,
sir. And then once that, like you said, that's their entryway, those gateways.
Yes.
And they got their train system.
Yes.
And
they operate
the
just like
trains,
Rex, don't they?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. They barreling in their holes.
That's right.
And then the little train system you was talking about, like these rides at amusement park.
Yes.
They ran on electricity because
Yes.
it's impossible for them to burn in there. And to see like those rail cars,
Yes.
how they tip over and the side open up.
Yes.
Man, that's crazy.
They'll dump
That's
you right
wild.
out of there.
That remind me of that picture. You remember? It wasn't Disneyland. It was the other place that the other guy made. Shoot, it started with an F. I think Frontierland. How they was tipping them over. Like that picture showing people getting tipped over into the liquid.
Yes,
liquid
there was
magma.
a Pioneer Land. Or what was the fuck was that? Oh shit,
I think
that
it was
with the
Frontier.
black. That was with the black people never making it out of the
Yes,
molten
sir.
metal, correct?
Yes, sir.
So they the carbon,
And-
they the carbon dust that was dumped inside the molten metal, infusing them with the shit.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And I say, man, that's the exact same thing.
That's
They,
right.
they drew a cartoon depiction of it, but that's the exact same thing.
It's the same thing.
So all these pieces of the puzzle coming together.
So
There's one big picture
so they're
showing
all
up.
just making fun of the genocide of black people.
Yes, sir. That's all I see. Another thing, we were talking about the incubator baby.
Yes, sir.
In the orphan train before. I sent you a video a couple of days ago. I got a timestamp.
Don't worry
They
about
got Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what it is. Jerry Seinfeld straight admitted that his father is an incubator baby.
Told you.
And said
And
it
they thought his
straight
daddy
face.
was a
I
Jew.
said,
He thought he was a Jewish. Oh no, you're not Jewish.
he's an incubator baby.
Oh no, you a child of Satan. You was born with a daddy
Straight
ain't had no
up.
soul. See, they use your daddy to destroy the Victorians and blow up everything.
Yep.
So you a child of the underworld. Go ahead, King.
Yes, sir. Now, I just want to, call in and just
You
reiterate
wanna
what
know
I'm
some
learning.
spiritual shit? You want to know some spiritual shit?
Yes.
That they can't pay attention
Yes, sir.
to? Let me tell you how deep
What's that?
this knowledge is, okay? You know we've been talking about friendship treaties and friendships and friends and friendship treaties.
Yes, sir.
I tell you, my God is good. Who died yesterday? The most lovable man from what show? Friends.
Friends, yeah.
right.
And what yes, sir.
That's right.
What was his age, too?
That's right. What was it?
He died at #54.
Ah!
Just straight up.
And what is that telling
Yes,
you?
sir.
Time is up, champion. We win every time.
Time is up.
We putting an end to all friendship treaties, champion. The cowards, Nazis,
For real.
champion. God is good to me, son. I ain't even got to leave my house. They say we toting pipes and catching drills and opposition ops out here. They say the friends, the greatest one, the best one they can get. Press 1. He gonna let you know friendship is over, champion. See, God, this is why Satan hates God, because God is a comedian. See, he let the devil work his work all the way up until it's time to look in the mirror and say, ha, ha, gotcha. Facts.
Got him. Yes, sir.
This is one in
Yes,
hand.
sir.
As our minds awaken and we begin to believe in God again, the end of the world is near. Just a few more people. That's it. And it's a wrap. You see, we took off. I told you I lost them niggas at quantum physics. They ain't been back yet.
For real, that's on them. I ain't going nowhere. We're going to keep rolling.
That's right.
That's what we supposed to do.
Because your foundation's solid. I just needed to prove synthetic love, synthetic religion, synthetic faith with real. You got to do it in front of people. You see, a Pan-American can't fool me. I know his. What you say? Would you say they came up through what?
Straight up the tunnels.
Straight up the tunnels. Bunch of rats. Bunch of Germans.
That's the Splinter style. The rats and the turtles.
The rats and the turtles.
Yep.
Dan Calloway,
Yes,
the
sir.
Indian, and a bunch of Russian Nazi czars. Sons of Gomer Simpson.
Now,
Go ahead.
you know what, Kel? It's funny you mentioned The Simpsons.
Go ahead.
I was looking at Route 66 and I seen Springfield.
Yes.
I'm like, man, don't tell me they use Springfield, but it ended up being Springfield, Washington that
Yes.
they depict the
Yes.
Simpsons coming from. But now everything like we learned about Route 66,
Yes.
the end of Route 66.
Yes, sir.
Man, that's powerful, bro.
Yes,
That's
sir.
that's powerful.
If it started there, that's the end of the book. The end of Route 66.
Yes, sir.
Then you got 666.
Man, they
You say
at
our
the
bodies
end
are
of
what?
it,
Our
they
bodies are made of what?
made of carbon.
So a man standing at the end of Route 66 is what?
It's the end of the game. End of the game. Game over.
So you got to see the gates of heaven open up for you, champion, to believe it. You got to be able to see with your spiritual mind. That's why we tell them they have no idea. The end of the road, champion.
Man. Hey.
And me tell you,
man,
let me tell you. You want me to tell you a secret? I met a,
I'm listening. Come on.
I met an old Russian man at the end of the road. You know what he looked me in my face and say?
What'd he say?
He said, man, you deserve everything.
Straight up.
Yes, and took a picture. Like
straight up.
Yeah, his last words to me was, sir, cheese, smile for the camera. You deserve everything, sir. Oh, my old Russian comrade. I just met him. It was a beautiful moment. It's a beautiful time to be alive, I tell you. I say we both found a common ground in making fun of a new white American with a Russian hat that matched his Air Jordan shoe. And I turned to him and say, hey, that's a nice Russian hat you got to match them Jordans. The real Russian turned around, had to be 75 years old. I said, I got him. The Russian looked at him like he was the fakest Russian he ever seen. And he looked at me like, how you identify that fake-ass Russian like that? I mean, bro, I did that to
For real, like,
how
you know?
How you know? See, I asked the Russian, I said, that's a nice Russian hat you got there. Where'd you get it from? He said, Amazon. I said, oh, Lord, this is a fake Russian here. I was about to give you some, go back to the home motherland. The other real Russian turned around and looked at him in disgust, worse than a nigger. Puh! You don't even know who you are, son. You feel me?
He and they don't expect one of us to know nothing. And you really know, but like they don't even understand.
I'm taking a picture.
They gonna get their mind right.
I'm taking a picture on the pier. This man come out of nowhere with his wife of many years and say, "You want me to take this picture, sir?" And yeah, you take the picture out of nowhere. Same guy. 20 minutes later, came out of nowhere. Thousands of people on the beach. He said, you want me to take that? And right before he snaps it, he says, you deserve everything. But I knew it. I know what we deserve. I know who I am. I know what I deserve. So it felt that now that's real to me. When an old Russian can come to a nigga from South Central and say, man, I mean, he don't even know I make fun of Russians on my show. You deserve everything, sir.
but God put it, God even put it on his heart. He got to go ahead and give it up.
He say, damn.
You got to give it up. He like, dang, I don't know why, but I got to say this right now. He don't even know why.
He knows. Oh, he looked me in my eye, bro, like a long lost friend and said, damn, how do you know this? You know, don't you? I showed the fuck, dude. I knew he was a fake Russian. I knew he was an incubator Russian. I know what a real one is. I know what a real black man is. Press one.
Straight up.
That's right.
Straight up, kid.
So when you got those identifiers in the world where people pay homage to you and your own people reject you, it does something to your spirit. You know, I don't got time to play with niggas when the world is waiting for us to wake up and rise from this position. Go ahead, King.
Yeah, like you said, man, like your own people, you tell them, like they don't want to hear that. They don't be wanting to hear from you. I don't got time, you know. No, I gotta give it to the people who I'm supposed to.
That's right.
To those who trying to listen, who trying to hear. If you catch it later, good. If not, I gotta do my job.
The Bible say don't cast what to what?
I cannot cast my pearls to swine. Straight up, straight up, straight up. Now that's the law.
That's
That's
law.
law.
So am I being
Y'all
taken
like
for
to
granted?
slop?
I
Go
got
ahead.
pearls to give you, but I cannot cast my pearls to swine. All
Yeah,
this
what he
I've been
say?
telling
They
you and
go
teaching you has been pearls, diamonds and pearls, like Prince say,
straight jewels.
for nothing. For nothing.
But hey, believe me, it ain't for nothing. But everybody,
I'm saying
we got to
I'm
step
not
up.
getting $1 million for this.
Nah, you right.
That's right.
You deserve more than that.
I deserve it
Like
all.
the
Like the
man say, you
Russian
deserve
say.
everything.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said it right. Straight up.
I say when Satan can
Straight
walk
up.
up to you and say, "Man, you deserve it all."
I know he went home and was like, man, I met a black dude today.
Him and his wife say, "Oh my goodness, we finally smiled with one today. All these years,
For real.
we met a nigga today." They went back to Russia. Y'all won't believe it. I say, damn, I should have took a picture with him. We all should have took a picture like this for history. Just
For real. Put it in a book forever. Got him. Put it in a book. Got him. They face like, I cannot believe this.
Can't believe
he knows. He really knows.
He really
like everybody,
knows.
like people be fronting like they know something. You
Yes.
can just tell. Like they're gonna say something like, you don't really know. You know. But nah, this man really knows.
Yes.
Really, he know more than me.
Oh yeah, we shook hands. He patted me on the back. He couldn't believe it. He said, "Oh, look at this. Look at this. This in this moment of time, he traveled all the way from Russia to get to the end of Route 66. Press 1. And he seen
Yes, sir.
a dead man come alive, Jimmy. You feel me?
Wow.
That's
yes,
right.
sir. Definitely so.
Facts. So that's what that's the goal. I want every man to feel that. Not based off of how they looking in a suit and tie, based off of what they know. Don't be, don't worry about what you look like. It's about the aura you carry, what you know, and are you able to look a man in his eyes when you know it? You know? Ain't no hate and knowledge and wisdom. It's only love, knowledge and wisdom, discipline and judgment. Ain't no hate there. Just what it is. Once you real, the world is going to adjust to real. I'm real. So no matter what a nigga say about me on the internet or they think I'm too goofy, in real life, when you meet me, you going to know I'm real. I'm not worried about, the internet is fun to me. This is my little playhouse rocking. But outside my doors, it's Crips and Bloods at war, bro.
Yeah.
On my mom, I just moved into an all-blood community. Nigga, I got nothing but blue clothes.
Dang, Kim. You the much I got nothing but blue clothes. Yeah, man. Straight Epcot Universe 25.
I'm in Epcot myself with you, nigga. See, the internet don't got
Straight
beat the
up.
fuck up. These niggas on the internet don't got beat the fuck up where I live at. No, brother.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Because when they peep, at Epcot, they peep some fake in you. It's like bleeding by shorts. You about to get ate up, bro. You out here leaking? Smell blood.
We got one.
Get him.
We got a beautiful
For
one
real,
around the
you about
building.
to get
We got him.
straight
Who
up
the
a
fuck is this
beautiful
one?
one.
A beautiful one. Look at this motherfucker here.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
fresh. Look at it.
Ain't none of that beautiful.
Ain't nothing beautiful about this.
You in trouble.
Facts.
Better put a Band-Aid on that and learn some real, man.
Let them know you just
For
fooling
real.
around.
For real. This is not blood, this ketchup. Better get it right quick, man. For real.
And let me tell you something. I brought young Pharaoh around me. That nigga was looking like this out the car. Like, God damn, nigga. Kev, I thought we was just jokes. I thought you was a bitch ass.
Food you, nigga. Straight up.
I'll show you where the Bloods at, where the Crips at. I'll show you. Hey, let me put you in the game. Who album was that? The Game in 50 Cent? That's right.
Yeah. That was game.
Put you in
That
the
was
game.
game.
Yes, sir. I know them all.
But like you say, if if you real, and that come from God, man. Ain't no I'm a hip hop this or that trying to be cool.
That's right.
When you trying to be something, you gotta be yourself.
Be you.
So whether
you learn that in
be
jail.
you,
You learn that in jail, B. Be you.
Yeah,
Don't try to
you
be
gotta be
nothing
you.
that you not. Be you.
For real. I don't care if I'm even in the corporate setting. If I got a job, a good job, just say a person got a good job. Man, don't try to put on airs.
That's right.
Like, you know how they say putting on airs?
That's right.
That's what these people came over here doing, putting on airs, faking. Y'all not the real air. But you feel me? You real, Kel. Straight up. You don't got to put on airs.
Don't have to put on.
There it is.
That's right. Ain't that Ezekiel
Be
Gillespie?
yourself.
Ain't that great information?
Man, Kel. Oh, man.
Should
I was thinking about
should I
that.
let the kid? Should I bring it up right now? Should
If you want to, I was going to let you,
You know what?
if you
what?
want to.
I'm gonna let them know why y'all should support the road, even though I'm an asshole teacher and I'd go hard on. It's only what Rio say from Chicago, man. This because Kev love us, bro. He go hard on us and treat us like them teachers that love us, bro. But I want you to break down
For real.
what you know about because I'm finna bring up some pictures and I'll let you talk. And you about to be working part time from here, so we about to have some money, bro. We about to have some money. My students work with me. Fuck that. You feel me?
Hey, Kel, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm all with that.
Yeah, $15,
but
$20
man, you my
an hour,
dog.
bro.
I do it for free
I
for
know
you.
you would. I know you would. But guess what? Look at God say the word and our work is profitable. We deserve what we deserve if we set our minds to it. We got God first.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll do it for free.
God
but God
first.
said his word is profitable, so eat. Eat. Champion.
Hey, yes,
you
sir.
do good work here, bro. So from now on, when you on my show, this is what it's about. This is facts. So go ahead and bring up what you want to discuss. I see you sent me some pictures of King George and Ezekiel, right? Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I was looking. All right, after we got off air, I was looking at Ezekiel Gillespie picture, and I'm like, what really brought it up was what we were talking about where Ezekiel, they said he was born.
Go ahead.
They try to say, start off trying to say Ezekiel was born in Canton, Mississippi.
Go ahead.
But then it had, or Greene County, Tennessee. I'm like, man, that's like a lot of space in between Mississippi or Tennessee. Which one? And what came to mind when I said, okay, Greene County, Greene County, Tennessee, it made me think about Limestone George. Okay, so all right, I looked up Limestone George again, and where the Limestone house was, their family house, and sure enough, same thing, Greene County, Tennessee, and what they did to form Greene County, Tennessee. Well, before I go there, what that proved to me was that's the same family. This is Ezekiel Gillespie. You got
George Washington Gillespie.
The family house is in the same county, and all right, we can see clearly that that Ezekiel is a Negro. So what that proved? That proved that George Washington Gillespie is a Negro. There's no way around it. Now, I went even further. Kev. I said, okay, all right, maybe that's not enough.
Hold on. George Washington Gillespie. The one we've been saying is King George. Okay, we don't narrowed him down to Greene County. Now we got Ezekiel, a Negro, who looked very similar to George. That can be his uncle, his father.
Family resemblance, strong.
Yes. Same mustache.
Yes, sir.
Same cuts, same dressing attire, same niggas type. Go ahead, champ.
Yep. All right. I went further, Kev.
Okay.
I say, I know already. That sealed it for me. I say, you know what? I'm going to go a step further. I'm going to look at the population in the 1800s.
No.
All right. Yes, sir. I got Ezekiel born in, he was born in 1818.
Go ahead.
So, all right. Okay, I looked up Greene County from the 1800s, 1810, and 1820, around the time he was born. All right, Ezekiel, the 1800, it was 7,610 people in the population. 10 years later, 1810, it was 9,713 people.
Go ahead.
Then we got 1820, it was 11,324. So, all right, then you got between 9 and 12,000 people in that county. How many Gillespies is going to be and not going to be related? They're going to be related, man. There's no way you can get around it. Okay, I went a step further, Kim.
Go ahead.
Okay, all right, we got Greene County. Greene County was originally Washington County, named after George Washington. We know it's George Washington Gillespie. Yes, sir.
Hold up. Say that
Yes,
one
sir.
more time. So Greene County name was changed to George Washington. No, George Washington County.
No, George
was
Washington
changed.
County.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, sir. It was changed to. They changed it to Greene County. It was separated, and then that. All right, hold on. Let me pull that up. I'm gonna give you the info I got on that, which is something else too. Okay, hold on 1 second. We got. Greene County. All right, I got Washington County. Same time. All right, we got 1800, 6,379, 1810, 7,740, 1820, 9,557. Around, same thing, between 8 and 10,000 people, give or take. All right, so they gotta be related. Now, this the part that really got me. When I looked at I went a step further. I looked, when was these counties separated and how? Man, this really tripped me out, Kel. Greene County was separated and they voted on it in North Carolina, Kel. It was the North Carolina General Assembly. So I'm like, how can they do something in Tennessee? Yes, sir. They did something. So it goes back to North Carolina. And then
it goes back to
the
Wilmington.
last thing I found. Yes, sir. And another thing that hit hard.
Ain't that where?
They're
ain't
not called.
Charlotte in Carolinas. Carolinas is like Virginia.
Yes, in the Carolinas.
Yes, got you. Go ahead. This is where the Civil War was fought.
All right.
Allegedly. Go ahead.
Right. Now this really tripped me out, Kel. They don't call laws in North Carolina laws. They're called statutes. So, when I'm looking like that hit hard, like, a lot of the Israelites holler laws, statutes, and commandments. All right. Laws, statutes, meaning real law. Like, of course, the Bible is the law of the land, but real law, and it's coming out of North Carolina. They don't call it laws. I try to find another state that call they laws statutes. That's the only place that I found it at. And Tennessee came from North Carolina. They seceded, they said, from North Carolina and called it Tennessee. So it's a whole lot of stuff that's proving a lot of things that, hey, you are not a liar, Kel. Everything you said is true. Now, they can't deny that George Washington Gillespie is a Negro, because this man coming out of the same place in the same county around, the time after, but, a little bit after because he's younger, but that's part of that same family. Ain't no way that this man last name Gillespie and they not related. So that's proven right there.
So what's crazy is limestone is emerald green.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is really Tennessee is Emerald City. This is Greene County.
Emerald City.
Emerald City. And
yes, sir.
Yes. You follow the gold, you find King George III, you find the Gillespies.
and that's what it is. It's somewhere else.
What?
Well, I'll find that and bring it to you. But they got another. They tried to make another place called Greene County in another country, but it got a similar look. Cause see,
they got a
Greene
sister
County
city. They
in
got a
Tennessee,
sister city over there.
yeah, they got a sister city. I saw it and I say, man, look at this here, man. I got it in my other little note part, but that's what they did. They try to mimic. But yeah, Kerry, that was powerful. When I looked at that, I say, man, hold up, bro. It's right here. And when I looked at the population now, it's more because you got so many people from all over the place. They probably got 500,000 or a little bit less.
Now check
but
this out.
It's not that many people.
George Washington, Washington pioneer, the founder of Washington, African American pioneer of the Pacific Northwest. Now he founded what? Now wait a minute.
Now, how many George Washingtons we got? You see what I'm saying?
Okay. That founded what? Whole
that
cities?
founded the whole state. A whole state.
Didn't you say pioneer? Didn't somebody just bring up the pioneer? The game, the ride of the pioneer that dumped the ashes? Who was that?
The Frontier.
The Frontier.
Frontier.
That's a pioneer.
Yeah, same thing. Yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Go ahead.
Hey, it's every day learning more and more. Man, this is like, man, it's a pleasure and an honor to even be able to speak with you, bro, and to be able to learn all these things, like, man, firsthand, bro. Like, I'm not taking this for granted. Hey, God work first. You doing God's work. I'm not gonna hold my tongue. I ain't ashamed to speak on it. I'm gonna speak on it. I told me, my parents know, my kids know, everybody know. You know, man, look, if y'all listen, but this is for real, bro. I'm researching, I'm learning. I want to find myself approved with God. You doing God's work, and man, I'm gonna help you with it however I can.
That's right.
And that's how it's got to be.
So
they talk about we got to lift
Washington is a Gillespie, more than likely, and more than likely he is.
He is. The first time I could say, like, in history where I start seeing the George Washington picture is when the people of the bun. Remember you showed the video of the German bun? They had George Washington, the French looking white dude on their little thing. Like, this they version of America. That's false. That's false. That's where that come from. And then you got the Daughters of the Confederacy. Of course, they're going to put that in.
The town thrived in the boom by the Klondike Gold Rush in 1898. Wow. Mary Jane.
1898 again.
Yes. Volunteers erected a bronze statue of George and Mary. Wait a minute. All right, go ahead, champ. Go ahead.
Nah, okay, boy. That's pretty much all I had on that, but that hit so hard that I had to share that one. The plausible deniability is out of ain't none.
There is no plausible.
George Washington, there is none.
Is a Negro.
We know that is a Negro, and that proves that America is of the Negroes, and the trust belongs to George Washington Gillespie and his family. And that proves and that explains why Ezekiel Gillespie did the things he did, because he knew law, because he came out the same family house. In Greene County, it's only they said it's 642 square miles. You came out that same house. They taught you law, because that's law. The males got to learn law. They taught you law. That's why he was able to do what he did in Wisconsin.
And
he knew law.
And then he knew law at a supreme
law. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's proof right there.
So wait a minute. In the Bible, Ezekiel is taken captive, and he didn't leave them. He goes into captivity with them, and so did Ezekiel in real life.
Yep. Yes, sir. They said, "Oh, one more." Yes, sir. That's straight up. I'm thinking about this train, and you made me think about that train when you started. I thought about Ezekiel. They said he paid $800 for his freedom.
Right.
Then it made me think about that train when they had on that advertisement that patriarchal dominion to ride free.
Yes, patriarchal dominion can ride free, so they got them on the train for free. Go ahead.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking what I know. My people tell me ain't nothing for free.
Go ahead.
My papa, my dad here, ain't nothing for free.
That's facts.
Now yes, sir. Now you get on here on this train, you thinking you got a free ride. They putting you in debt. You in bond as soon as you take that free ride.
Facts.
It's a trick. That's how I looked at it. I said, wow. So they getting on this train, you in debt. They got your names already. So they can make it like, hey, he owed this and that. We gave him clothes and everything. He don't even need it. He's part of the patriarchal dominion, but he done got on this train. I was like, man, I think that was a way for them to put him on the cross.
And get him up out of there.
I'm like, yeah, get him up out of there.
I remember
like,
bringing
now
up.
You gotta
go ahead. Thomas Jefferson Gillespie was being sought after by his brother, and then even went to the president of the United States Company, asking where his brother went.
Yeah,
that's
I
Thomas
remember him
Jefferson
saying something about
Gillespie,
that.
bro.
So Thomas Jefferson, they talking about these are all Gillespies. They are all have patrilineal dominion. They got dominion over the land.
Bro, this is called, look, to Thomas Jefferson from Thomas Jefferson Gillespie, March 3rd. So you got Thomas Gillespie on March 3rd, 1806, and said, and is saying, I am dear sir. This is Washington County. Wow, this is Greene
There
County
go again.
right here, bro. I am under the necessity of dropping a line to your excellency for information on a subject to me of singular importance. So he's about to drop the line to the excellency, to the king. I had a brother who left this county in December 1803 and went to New Orleans. From thence I am informed, went on board the merchant ship bound for Liverpool, England. There was impressed by the British on board of a man of war who put on irons by his letter and arrived in America sometime. Boom, boom, boom. So he's inquiring about his brother.
Yeah, where is my brother though?
Where is my brother? Fuck.
Wow, so that's proving that people were going missing. That he got enough power to reach the president.
Oh, fuck yeah.
What?
He's a steward.
So
he got more power than the president.
Yes, sir.
Listen to me. You are under. I'm finna drop a dime on you. Where is my brother? Go ahead.
Now you got to answer to me. That's what it really is. They need to answer to him.
You got to answer to me.
That's authority.
That's authority. That's not a letter to your mama, boy. That's authority.
That's not begging or none of that.
No, that's boy. You better get on this because I'm finna drop a dime to the big man in the office. So if they out here killing the wrong people and putting the wrong people, they finna get ousted as traffickers.
Wow, that's trafficking. That's treason.
That's treason.
That's
everything.
Yeah, y'all in trouble. Your family might get up out of here messing with them in the wrong way, and that's really hard. Your family got to get up out of here, not just you, your whole family, everybody. Y'all got to leave just because of that. I'm like, wow. But let's see.
So guess what? Shiva sends me. She's working crazy right now because she's all over this shit.
Shout out to Shiva.
Shut
She
up.
come with it. She come with it. Shout out to the whole Wakanda. These sisters come with it.
They come with it, bro. I keep trying to tell
For
the brothers,
real.
bro,
They-
it's not
They be
happening.
having me up at night like I gotta come with something. I'm like, I gotta hurry up because they probably already there. I gotta come with something solid. Yeah, bro. Shout out to the sisters, man. For real.
So I'm finna put up George Washington, the black one, that discovered Washington on the East Coast, on the West Coast, that was allegedly blown up by Japan. Oh, y'all don't know the truth. Kev is nigga. Oh yes, the man in the high castle speaks to my soul, champ. You feel me? I know what they did.
Yes, sir.
I know. My family lineage in my DNA is what's causing me to speak out. It's because this is my people. That's why. And you should have enough courage to seek yours. If Kev can go out and find the black people of his day who was conquered, bro. George Washington, 1817 to night. So this is the same George Washington. Centerville, now city of Centrella. Oh my goodness. A black man. George Washington Gillespie, sir. Washington State. Wow, G. These are your presidents. These are your kings and princeps and stewards and governors and things of this nature. That's them, bro. This
the real
didn't happen.
power.
These are the real ones, bro. These are the ones who was executed and taken out, bro. Look, right after they got up out of here, we lost everything.
And then, yep, that's it.
They not no slaves.
That's it. No.
Oh,
That's
bro.
why I'm like, how they gonna try to say that a slave founded anything? How can you found anything if you're a slave? That don't even make sense.
That don't make sense.
There we go. You lying right now.
I would have took that from you. Ain't even found nothing, punk. Get back down there and work. Well, I found this. That's what if I was a white man and said that. Hey man, you found what? I found. I'm going back to work, boy. Man, that's what I thought y'all was doing. Now we know they had addresses. We know slaves got paid and all type of shit. Well, now y'all we know is a lie. How the fuck slaves get paid?
Right. You just the indentured worker. That's exactly that's what it is. You indentured worker. Now see, they got the average black person mind so crazy. If you say slaves was indentured workers, oh no, we get beat behind our back, like Koofy campaign. They get mad as hell. Like, bro, you gotta understand it ain't like that. Like, if you hold on to that, you'll never see how it really was, and you'll never see it.
Brought them
you want
over
to get beat.
Work, bro.
That's it. It was a work program, and they bucked the system and tried to. Well, ain't tried. They took over. That's a work program. Think visa. Think green card.
So the first
they over here to work.
The first saints, Latter-day Saints, the first pioneers were these people.
Yes,
so this is a Swedo Aboriginal channel. This ain't got nothing to do with Swedo. Swedo, they can't prove nothing. But Swedo don't mean that means you can't. Yeah, that's theory. This is true. Look, fool, do you know the words that you're using? This says the first settler in Washington. Stupid. The first one. Stupid.
Look, I told you when you say they don't get dang.
Say that again. What you say? Say it. You all right, bro?
I was about to say, look, Kel, I told you when you tell them they ain't get beat on their back, they can't take it. That boy brain just start short circuiting.
That's right.
Oh, this is pseudo. I'm getting out of here. We got beat on our back.
We got on our back. I was a slave, punk. Shut up, you worthless piece of shit. Go back to Africa.
What about Root?
Oh, hold on. Let me get him. Take your ass back to Africa. You bitch ass Uncle Leroy's hoodie corner. Go take your ass back to the country you come from.
Looking man.
What you call him?
He's a troglodyte.
Fucking fascist.
Yeah, he's a troglodyte.
You would have pulled the shit on my forefather, would have strung your bitch ass up talking that shit. That's right. The first settlers of God's law right here. This nation was founded on God's law, fool. Use up. Your whole life has been swayed, oh punk. Pull your pants up in my classroom, punk. Before I bring you to South Central, we going to beat you up for practice, punk. Press 1, I'm going to bring you over to my hood and tell everybody you from 6 O's so the Bloods can beat you up. Now I'm going to take you to the 6 O's and drop you off and say, these are blood. Make you wear red shoes. Press 1. Go ahead. This is an incompetent bastard. These are the people I'm not talking to. These are the incompetent ones that's going into the furnace. I'm not talking to you, punk. You rebellious coward. You lucky your girlfriend ain't around, nigga. I put some diamonds on my ears and sag my clothes and wear Michael Jordan shoes and take her from you. Go ahead, champion. Did he hear what I said? I will take your girl from you in front of you with my knowledge and wisdom, coward. Press 1. You's a coward. Your woman don't even respect you. You's a personal clerical worker, and you afraid to use your voice to speak to a man, you coward, with a red nose. Go ahead, champion. I apologize. I digress.
They ain't gonna call that it. Never.
He's scared.
Never. He ain't gonna call that
a man of God. That's why. He afraid. He's a man of Satan and other men. He opened up them chakra butt cheeks so his pineal gland can open. That's what he did. Kev and B don't gotta do those. Well, we believe in Christ, in order. His own girl can look at him and tell him he's a fascist. He like men and stuff. He hang out with his friends and think of bad things to do, and then when his girlfriend ain't around, they all go in the house and suck on each other's penises with mustaches on and pretend they're men. Ew, yeah. Shame. He nasty.
Shame like
he nasty. He opened up his butt cheeks for Saturn and Satan and think he's meditating. His woman asked him what he was doing. He said, "Baby, my butt cheeks was wide open, and I was meditating.
I was practicing yoga.
I was practicing
being
yoga.
Closer to Saturn.
His girl." He wears spandex and practices yoga on the weekends while we are here kicking the devil's ass with law and wisdom. He talking about we using allegories and theories when our shit say first settler in America. Where's chakra in the Bill of Rights? Is chakra here? And where's Buddha? Where's the Buddha?
Doesn't exist.
It don't exist, nigga. Press 1.
It don't exist. It don't exist. None exists.
That nigga eat male feces. Press 1 while his girlfriend ain't looking. Now go ahead, B. Teach him something. Fucking coward. I want him to know I see him. Press 1.
For real, Kel. These boys is tripping out here.
That's right. Tricking on themselves.
For real. Tripping out all the way, man. You give it them the real, they don't want to accept it. Fine.
He won't feces. He won't chakra.
Take your nasty self off.
He like going to the county jail, so they say
he a munch.
He's a munch.
Chocolate munch.
You thought we was feeling you? Faggot your ass a munch. Press 1. Go ahead, champion.
For real, man. Like this, that World Fair.
Go ahead.
All it was just I see that World Fair is just them bringing in everything, all of their stuff, to lay over top of the real. They done came over here and seen how good King George and everything was going on with our people. They were serving God.
That's right.
Wow, they got it so wonderful. So, hey, just like Psalms 83 said, they came confederate against thee. They was all together at the World Fair.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Crafty Council. They was all together at the World Fair. Boom. And then it's an exposition. So they was what they call it? Education. Not education, but it was something like education, and they was basically learning what roles they was playing.
They was learning their fascist behavior. And without God, you can eat feces while cracking your ass believing in Hermeticism as a black person. And the monkey brain. That's what he said. We gonna have this nigga mamas and daddies, nigga, dead and black and eating feces, thinking they joining Masonic lodges, but they eating boo-boo for spiritual practice. Well, that's what your mama did, punk.
And then how you gonna hold up something like that?
Come on.
You out here doing nasty, wicked ass shit like that. Excuse my language, but man, that's like, what the hell? And then we supposed to ride with that, and then y'all the same ones bringing us back to Africa.
That's
y'all
right.
just like the Statue of Liberty. That's
right.
what y'all want, liberty. So y'all having fascist balls in Harlem being drag queens and punks. We ain't with it, bro. We not with that. That's holding us back from the truth.
Hey, why
you
he got
remember
his
that?
chakras? Why he got his chakras opened up? Shiva sent me something else. It's called, remember Silent Hill, the video game? And I told y'all about Mrs. Gillespie,
Yeah.
the little girl up in the video game, and we was like, what the fuck? Well, that real town, the real town of the Silent Hill game was Centrella, known as the real Silent Hill, Pennsylvania. So all that took place in Washington,
wow.
under George Washington, all the asylums, all that work. She just sent that to me. So while he over there raising his chakras and his vibration, the women are with Kevin Gillespie, because they know Kevin Gillespie is connected and tied to the land. B, you can't get in, punk. I'm not looking for you. I'm looking for righteous people who ready to raise these kids up properly, bro. Who these kids' daddies, nigga, act like just like this punk in my classroom, like a fascist. See, when you
And ain't no fascists getting in, bro.
that's right. Not one flat nose. You see the nose on this guy? Huh? Not one flat one is getting in. Not one impotent, nigga. We make babies. Huh? You think that I'm
For
like
real.
you. Let me see, B, they think I'm like them. They think I was put here the same reason they was put here. Nigga, I was put here to bring life, nigga. New, nigga. Okay? He was put here to be in Universe 25 and go to jail. God raised me up because my name is Gillespie, you coward. My name is you ashamed of your name. You don't even got no name, punk. My name connects back to the founding fathers, and it's on the screen, nigga. These are my forefathers, punk. I just proved the Nation of Islam wrong. Ain't nobody took my name, nigga. Nigga, my name,
Hater.
my name,
That's
my
what
name,
that is.
my name. This name George, nigga, is the reason why you got freedom in America. Is the white people is waving American flags is because of this man. Nigga, don't you tell me our people were slaves. This is the first settler, nigga. Disrespect my family name. Your family name will never be this high, nigga. High. This is kingdom shit, nigga. This is, if your allegories was real, I'd tell you who George is. Punk, go ahead.
He got a parasitical spirit, bro. Like they supposed to be the people who they supposed to be giving homage to. They want to kill and hate on.
Say it again. God sent his only begotten son.
Spirit.
God sent his only begotten son. These niggas could kill him. Press one.
For real.
Go ahead, King.
They got that spirit, that same spirit we was reading about.
Jealousy. Parasitical.
And then if I don't like nothing, what the hell I'm doing over here?
Because he addicted.
What are you doing
He
here?
can't take it. He know every word I said was true. He know he get in the bathroom and play with his booty. Press one and do chakra bowel movements in the shower and in the fucking bathtub like a coward. You put the whole bar of soap in between them ass cheeks, boy.
Ew.
That's right. I don't care. I hate them. No, I want them to know I hate them. No, they wanted Kev because Kev can see them. See, I didn't want no smoke. I was just gonna pillage the towns, take the women, and raise the kids. But now they got something to say. You fucking coward. You see the look on George Washington's face? You will never be a Gillespie. When Tupac say ain't no more G's on earth, he was talking about a Gillespie. When he said a return of the Mac, he was talking about a Gillespie, nigga. A return of the true heirs. That's what you looking at, coward. Go ahead. You have no idea who you're talking to. Go ahead, King.
Yeah, straight up kill
Anything
that.
you want to say,
like,
just say it. I don't care no more. Fuck these
hey,
niggas.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You out the chain, kill. You straight up. They don't know what they dealing with.
Hell no.
They don't even know what they dealing with.
Ain't nothing they can do about it neither.
Talking about, you know how people talk about regrets? Oh, he gonna regret that dumb shit.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna regret that.
Oh, yeah.
He gonna regret that one.
Oh, yes.
You gonna be like, for real?
For real?
Yeah, for real,
Not
fool.
him.
You dummy.
Oh, I hated this nigga. Yeah, that's right. You hated me. But
Hey,
guess
that
what?
boy gonna be.
That's right. Sinetta
No.
right now, but his head just popped. Say it again. What Sinetta say? He said no.
That boy gonna look in the sky and just holler, no.
Like Esau did when he found out the birthright wasn't his. No.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Ain't no other black
For
man
real.
went as far as we going. Look, that's George Washington Gillespie on the screen. They talking about Abraham Lincoln. I said, I'm taking you to George. They say Abraham Lincoln freed us. I said, I'm taking you to where? George Washington.
For real, we don't want emancipation.
We don't want emancipation.
We don't want liberty,
That's
fool.
right, fool.
We want freedom. What we are, what it is. Freedom, dummy.
And what's the statute of limitations?
They don't know
freedom?
what it is.
What's the statute of limitations on that?
There is none.
There ain't none.
It's inalienable.
Hey, it's
It's forever.
Forever.
It's forever.
So do the state got jurisdiction over Mr. Gillespie?
Not at all, sir. Not at all.
Statute of limitations, 7 years, sir. Time to raise the dead.
Yes, sir.
See, they're not laws, they're statutes. Sir. Real law is statute. It's common law.
Yep.
They don't know what they're dealing with. Kev Rowe. Man, thank you, man. It's time to become profitable and great. It's time to become editors and get this information. It's time to bring Wakanda together and our brothers and get this information done correctly. We wasted a lot of time waiting for everybody else. We've been here. We be waiting to see if who's adding up, who can see. No, fuck that. Now you can see. Kev Rowe University, me and B. Shout out to Wakanda. You know, and we're going to be back again Monday morning with more great studying to do. But y'all want you to know tonight, George Washington is a black man, and we proved it. Press 1.
100%. 100%.
Hey, B, I'll talk to you.
Yes, sir.
I'll talk to you after the show. Thank you so much, Tam.
All right, later.
My man, see? It don't get more better than that. Sinetta can't do this. The Aboriginal can't do this. Huh? No Indian can do this. I told you I talk different because I was made different. And you ain't watching no YouTuber. Oh, no. You watching a POW. Born into bondage, family. You're not watching a YouTuber. I don't care about two of you. And this was a quest for you to know where I come from, champion. Me. What line? What's in my blood? And while y'all running around talking about we was kings and queens, well, show me who's greater than George Washington. Show me. You ain't in my family. Who are you to want reparation? Are you under him? I don't know. Are you? You're falling under him. Huh? You're falling under him. The Bible say who is called by my name. His name ain't God, family. Huh? His name is not G-O-D, family. You living in a fairy tale. He said, don't call by my name, family. Are you going to know that you in a white supremacist false oligarchy, and you're going to know what God is when we finish with you. This is true. I don't need your $10. I'm chasing something worth more than your life, nigga. I don't need that, champion. What I'm chasing, all the marbles, champion. I'm trying to get you free, nigga. You're going to honor your oath to the king. That's just facts, champion. There ain't no redemption without Christ, champion. George Washington founded this whole land on the Bible. Breathed life into you right here, free. Gave you sovereignty. Gave you his kingdom. And you gave it to foreigners, family. Ezekiel called it. And you gave it to foreigners, these blackamoors, these false Spaniards, these false Pharisees. And look at these people. They ready to kill Kevin Gillespie because I got this in my blood. They want to set me up. LAPD want my life. Maya want my head. Baby mamas and shit out here, they wilding, yo. If y'all knew what I was going through to bring you this. They didn't even know what they were doing. You see? I knew. That's why I forgive them. They don't know. But they know now. That nigga Kev Blood go further back than Nipsey Hussle, boy. I told you. Wrong one, nigga. And y'all laughed at me like I was nothing, bro. Y'all came, oh yeah, we fuck with you. Oh no, you think you bigger than I know I'm bigger. I know my lineage, bro. I know who created who. I know what they're saying by placing these individuals in the territories Kevin Gillespie was raised. How Ice Cube go to my school, I ain't never seen him. But he got my story of niggas getting on the bus, banging on niggas. That's my shit. How niggas walking across the 8th Ave market. That's me, nigga. They just thought they had one. See, they thought they had one. This is important to me. No, nigga, wrong one, champion. This is why I have favor with God, bro. Cause it's in my blood, nigga. Don't you get up here. Come tell me you gotta have a beard to get into heaven. I'm gonna tell you about George Washington. Tell me about a woman can't wear pants and all of these things God gave his son for, champion. Nipsey had it right. God will rise. This is facts, bro. The raising of the dead is you. It's you. You the dead that will rise. At the call of the great trumpeter. Press 1. That's why the Gillespie trumpet is where? In the Smithsonian. It's the most powerful weapon in the world. That's why they put it in Wakanda and called it vibranium. We know vibranium is vibration. We talking about music. Monkey mind in the control of you by way of 444 beast death notes and not the heavenly C note that Nipsey learned from Dizzy Gillespie the Great. You don't know what this is. The whole music trust, everything is in the trust that Weinstein was a hedge fund over. That's why it's all failing. Because a Gillespie is on the airwaves talking shit about his family. What you watching right here is the diary of Anne Frank, the South Central nigga version. Nigga, of a black man who found himself in history. Not only in scripture, nigga. I went and found my forefathers, bro. You can nigga Muslim can't tell me, nigga, did somebody gave him this name? He gotta tell me. And he ain't say nothing. Press 1. You gonna tell me the white man gave me my name? Now I'm proving all of them liars, bro. All of them. Just my existence alone is testimony that God is great. My God is kick y'all God's ass, bro. That me being alive, breathing, is testimony that nigga George Washington Gillespie lives, bro. You don't gotta support, but I tell you what, the people who do support the road, I know it with their heart, not because they want to control Kev, none of that. Keisha, she say, Lord have mercy. Keep info about Uzziah's Field 2 reps at it. Shout out to Keisha. She says, and she's saying a lot. Tennille Robinson, she said, thank you for the pearls of wisdom and truth. Well, shout out to you and your beautiful family, Tennille Robinson, and her beautiful, beautiful family she got. I greatly appreciate. That's what I do it for. For our people out here raising children, family. And I want you to know, don't let them lie to you and take your name. Your name is worth 00, is worth 1 penny, and that's worth more than they ever gonna have. Press 1. Deborah Nichols, shout out to you. Michael Bell, shout out to you. Brandon Thomas, shout out to you. C. Lewis says, thank you, Kev. Shout out to you, C. Lewis. They know I go hard, but I love my students, though. Fletcher Berkeley, for major support with love for truth. Fletcher, my man, God bless you, champ, out there in the world. That's from the Gillespie family, bro. I'm doing this for us, bro, not just me. I'm one who grew up, I didn't graduate nothing, bro. Had my schools told me how great my family was, I did everything. But it wasn't for that time. It's for this time. Walking testimony, G. Ain't no statute of limitations on stealing my family's name and lineage. Grave robbing. We don't put George Washington as black. As the same color as you. That's big, bro. Kev Road University. I see y'all tomorrow in class first thing. Be there at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Kev Road being there early. I love y'all. And God bless those who support